It's basically it's not what your music professors would tell you to do.
Exactly right.
It's off the beaten path.
Yes.
It's different to what they say. This is the right way. Odd Future will.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
One small step for man, one giant leap for FireCast.
Yeah. Perfect, boys. We are
episode 60
back, man. 60 fucking episodes, man. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Let's go, daddies.
Fucking earth.
Perfect.
60 episodes, 3 years?
2 years. 2 years.
2.5 or something.
2.5 now.
Damn.
Fucking unbelievable. I still think to this day it was your idea, man. I swear.
It wasn't.
I swear I have a memory of you sitting there and you're like, fuck, we should do a podcast.
No, man. You messaged me one time randomly and you said, let's do a podcast. And I was like, all right, fuck yeah, I'm down.
Fuck,
And there was no hesitation.
I can't remember at all. So welcome back to FireCast, guys. We are all here together, the clan's together. Joey K, DZ. Joey K, how the fuck are we, man?
I'm good, bro. Always good.
Always
Living the dream.
DZ.
Good, man. Always good.
Very good. So 60 episodes, we got some drinks. We decided to dress up. We're going to do a theme, and then we kind of fucking just went random as. We were going to do like astronauts or some shit, which would have fucking suited the fucking our vibe. But
it's just that we left it a bit last minute as well.
That's always
you need to get like the costumes in order, you know what I mean? Like
they're hard to find, the fucking costume.
They are.
Man.
They are.
Oh, fucking.
Nice. Get that froth. Boy.
Anyway, man.
So I'm a hot dog. A space hot dog. It's
a me, Mario.
He's a Chinese fucking
Chinese spy dressed as Mario.
And he's a fucking astronaut, man. All right, boys. Fucking So you said we did a whole bunch of anonymous advice ones, right?
Yeah.
For this one. Okay.
So for episode 60, we're gonna have a few drinks. No one drove. We're gonna get a little tipsy. We're gonna give you advice on things you need, because who better to get advice from than an astronaut, Mario, and a hot dog, drinking a beer out of a brown bag.
Tipsy astronaut, and tipsy Mario and hot dog.
Yeah, man, we got a few, over 50 responses, so it was too much to go through. So I went through before. I wrote the best ones down that we could have, an actual decent opinion on. I also did a little Instagram poll, and then we have, I think, a couple speak pipes and maybe a Discord question or two.
Yeah, nice.
So we can get into it, man. We are not therapists. We aren't fucking
gurus,
financial advisors. We aren't anything. So take everything we say with the smallest grain of salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had to get a fucking thing because I fucked my costume. My hot dog, the bottom of my hot dog's wet and shit now. Like, fuck. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, at least, I'd like to think I give good advice, but it's funny, like, I give mad advice, but then sometimes I'll give someone advice and I'm like, that relates to my life a little bit, and I'm like, I should really take my own advice.
It's always like that, eh? It's easier to give advice than it is to take advice.
100%, yeah.
So, should we...
I guess should we get into it, man. Do you have a topic?
I've got a few... I've always got a few topics. That I've been seeing some interesting, things on the internet and that, but we could... fucking start with some of the advice things if you want.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yeah, so once again, this is not, take everything we say with a grain of salt on this show.
Unless it's good advice. Sometimes.
Yeah. We're just regular dudes having a good time. So don't actually go out and, do what we're saying. It's not, anything we say is not financial advice or life advice and stuff like that. But in saying that too, I feel like we are pretty cluey with what we're talking about sometimes. So, I mean, it's up to you guys what you do with this fucking information. Yeah. So
we might preface after the advice and be like, that advice, do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And if we're fucking around, because obviously, like, it's a bit for humor as well, a little bit. As in, like, we're not going to take the piss out of advice, but sometimes for the show's sake, you got to add a bit of humor in there.
A little bit of flair.
A bit of
flair, yeah.
Anyway, I'm just going through these now.
We'll do like a few, and then we'll cover some topics in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, these are all anonymous from the Instagram story. I'm just going to go through and pick a random one. Someone says, I know you'll like this one, Iggy.
Okay.
Best way to get into books. Someone wants to start reading, pick up reading. Yeah. They don't know where to start.
Man, just like anything, just do it. Just start, really, right? I mean, it's hard. It's hard for me with that sense, just because, again, thanks to my mother, I got into books from a very young age. Like, my mum's big into reading, so I just naturally picked it up. And I've got this random memory where, like, do you remember the book parades and shit, the Easter hat parades at school and that, and used to dress up as characters? So afterwards in my primary school, in the library, they were selling books, like, for sale and that. And I remember after the thing, my mum, dad said, took me in and bought me a random ass book. And it was like about an adventure of like this kid who fucking, like, long story short, he gets kind of kidnapped kind of thing. And then they end up crashing in like the Florida swamps, and he's trying to like survive against alligators and that. Random as, but it was cool. And that, when I read that story, bro, I was hooked. Man. I was young as fuck too when I read this, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I was like, it's like watching a movie without the movie in front of me. And ever since then, bro, I just, haven't stopped. But I guess the advice is just do it, man. Pick up a book. Obviously look for your interests. Sci-fi, fantasy, crime books are a big hit. Even just books on like, advice on just like life and manifestation. You can get books on the law of attraction and stuff like that. So they're things that you can think of too. So just think of what the things you like and enjoy, and then do a bit of research on, best rated books in sci-fi category. And there will be a whole list of shit on the internet of awesome books. I do that shit all the time. Half the books I've read have been from the internet, so...
And don't knock it till you try it. I mean, I thought I'd never like reading either, but I read a lot of self-help and a lot of spiritual books, like Eckhart Tolle and shit. But also, the only fiction books I've really read was Star Wars, the High Republic book. And I really liked that, man. I thought I'd never be into fiction, but I just gave it a go, and I really liked it. I don't read too often, nowhere near as much as you. But, it's not bad. I always thought it's shit, not for me, but don't knock it till you try it, man. Especially self-help. When you feel like you're getting something out of it, it's a lot easier to do. Yeah. Do you read?
Not as much as I would like. I've read Eckhart Tolle because he did The Power of Now.
You told me about that before I read it.
Yeah, so I've done that. Did the 12 Rules of Life, which I didn't finish. I got like halfway through, but I don't know what I enjoy more, because like self-help, it applies to you. So I feel like I just don't want to put it down because I relate to so many things. But sometimes it's so like hard to grasp, and it's so like deep that I'm like, fuck, I just need to read that again, right? So Tori, she reads a lot, but then she's like, maybe go fiction, because fiction because when you see a movie, it's there in front of you, is what you see is what you get. But when you read a fiction book, you can perceive it however you want, and you know what I mean? So it's in it's in your head. What you're reading is like what you're laying out, you know what I mean? But so far, I haven't really found something that I'm really drawn to other than The Power of Now. I pumped that out, but then the 12 Rules of Life, which is just, different rules, just to dumb it down real quick, just 12 rules how to, live life best.
Was that by Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think so. I think
because he's also got, I don't know if he's got a book, but he has like a memoir, or like an audio thing where it's his 12 rules of life, and it's his it's fucking tops, eh? Like it could be him, I don't know.
But I could be wrong, but I think it might be. But yeah, so basically, I don't read as much as I should either, but it is hard. What Iggy said, but is that would be the best. Just research if you're into sci-fi, if you're into like fiction books and self-help, they're completely different books. Like some people just obviously resonate with fiction more because, like I said, the imagination's there and all that. And sometimes self-help, it either doesn't apply to you or it's just too much to think about and you're like, I don't read for this shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think you just fucking see what your taste is, your general preference,
and give it a
stick
go.
To that. Yeah.
I forgot to mention too, last pod, me and my missus went last week or the week before. We went to see Eckhart Tolle. He did a thing in Sydney.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah?
So many.
I'm telling you right now. Right, sorry. Yeah, right, continue.
No,
Eckhart Tolle. How was that?
I just went to go see it. It was cool, man. There was over
what did he talk about, though?
Like a lot of stuff from his books and stuff. He said a very interesting thought, right? This is something, right? if a tree falls in the forest.
Oh, bro,
I'm ready, and no one's around to hear it. Does it still make a noise? I always thought, yeah, of course it does, but it doesn't.
How?
Because for there to be a sound, there has to be ears to perceive it. The only reason we hear sound is because we have ears that can.
No, but it's still a sound.
Yeah, it's still a sound.
But if there's no ears or nothing around, what's there to hear the sound? Nothing.
Everything else.
So it doesn't make a sound.
No, but like
No. See, I don't agree with that at all.
He explains it a lot better than
so look, are you trying to say that because it's unbeknownst to anyone else in this universe but nature, it technically didn't happen? Because that's like saying
it'll make vibrations, but it's not a sound. You won't hear a tree falling because you have to have ears to hear that, to perceive. That's the only way the sound happens. So if there's nothing around, it might vibrate.
So you're saying if like David Attenborough set up a camera to see this bird, but this bird that had a nest in this tree didn't go to this tree, and he's like, oh, fuck. All right, all good. He forgot his camera, and he's walking back. He's like, he goes home, gets back home to England, where he's like, fuck, I forgot the camera. The camera's still rolling. Then the branch goes, you're telling me the branch goes,
yeah, you'll get, no, it's going to make a sound.
But the camera's there to pick up the sound.
That's not ears.
So exactly, if nothing is, but there has to be an instrument to pick up the sound. If there's nothing to pick up the sound, how can it make a sound?
No, I get what he's saying. It's like a kind of.
It's true.
No, yeah, but that's just like me saying, if there's no wheels on a car, it's not a car. Well, it is a car, it just doesn't have fucking wheels. It's like, bro, there's heaps of videos on YouTube of trees falling over, and you can hear the branches going.
Because there's a camera picking up the sound.
Yeah, but
so do you need something to pick up? Do you need something to witness something for it to make a sound?
Yes, that's exactly right.
You said it like Mario. Yeah.
Yes, it's the sound.
Oh, anyway, okay, that's trippy.
I get what he's saying, but
anyway, he said a lot of shit. It was very good. You would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I would have.
I would have been the one heckling him, going, "It does make a fucking sound."
He's like, "We need to move on. It's been half an hour."
All right, give us another one.
Another person says, "How to make friends." Advice on how to make friends.
Advice on how to make friends. Fuck.
You guys have a lot of friends.
Yes. So, again, it's very. I guess just. See, I want to say just be yourself, but sometimes that can be contradicting because, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously people want to be likable kind of thing, but you've also got to be yourself to be liked. You can't be acting like something or someone you're not, because then eventually people pick up on it. It's kind of like a narcissist, right? So I'd say just be yourself and don't be too shy to socialize. I think it's hard to say because I feel like especially me and you, Joey, we're very social people, right? We're always talking to people. We like meeting people. We're good at talking to people and that. You're a bit more reserved, you'd say. But
definitely
just the people he doesn't know, though. I think once you get to know someone, you're sweet.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but like, you know, I can play it up if I have to.
Yeah,
but, you know, I'm just a bit more reserved. You know?
But I just think maybe just being yourself and not being so shy and being scared to socialize too. What would your advice on that be?
I'll just say be true to like you and don't try to adhere to other, like bend over backwards for someone and do things and act the way that you know is like isn't you, because that doesn't last. I used to be a floater through high school. Didn't used to have a solid group of friends. I used to just be that one that everyone liked to party with. Then no one would call me up for like a, hey bro, you want to go for like a dinner or like you want to hang out? But it always leads to benders or whatever. But I was just like, oh fuck, like, and I was trying to always be like overextend myself to try and please others. But I feel like that's a trait that's carried on now, and even though it done me dirty before, like because I was always trying to bend over backwards, I feel like that need to like feel wanted accepted, right? That stuck with me to this day where I'm like an extrovert and I can just talk to whoever, but instead now I feel like I'm more at peace with myself, like who I am, that I feel like whoever likes me will stay, and whoever doesn't, bro, it's like it's no loss for you even though you think it is at the time, because you're like, oh well, this is me, and you will have friends that you don't have to put on a face or you don't have to put up a front and be like, and you're comfortable around, you know what I mean? Like you should be able to sit in silence with some friends doing some shit, and you shouldn't get like antsy, like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I feel like, just try to be you. And that's exactly what you said. But don't overextend yourself for anyone, and do things and be a way that you'd look at and be like, that's not my type of person. You know what I mean?
Don't act a way because you think that's how other people want you to act. You know what I'm saying? If people don't like you, who cares? People aren't going to like you, you know, always. You can't fucking please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. And, the people who like you will stick around. There's someone for everyone. Someone for everyone. Literally the most annoying fucking cunt in the world has friends. You know, and you wonder how, and there's people you can't stand being around and they're so annoying. That guy has a friend somewhere, at least one friend. There's someone he talks to in his life. Obviously, there might be an exception. I don't know. Like, there's nerds and shit live in their mum's basement and shit. Like, I don't know. But even them, like on the computer, man, the internet.
They'll find someone gaming or something.
The world's your oyster these days. Even if you're into, if you're into fucking braiding poodle hair, that's your fucking hobby. You love. You're so into the braiding.
You're going to find some other cunt.
There's a community of 500 people on fucking Discord that all love braiding fucking poodle hair.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's something for everyone, especially these days. So if you struggle to make friends, the internet, man, the world's your oyster. There's people who love to dress up as dogs in bondage and get their fucking missus to walk them like a dog and shit. Yeah. There's weird shit, and there's stuff for everybody. So, you know.
The Having Sex with Animal activist group.
He's a part of that. He's been a member since 2015.
I'm the mayor. We fuck monkeys and shit. It's mad fun.
There's something for everybody.
Come join. Like, just reach out, man. Don't be shy. No, just don't be shy, man. And if you are, see, it's hard for us to say because we're not like socially awkward dudes. But if you,
I am a little bit.
Take your fucking gloves off.
That was the most shaky drink pour. It's because the gloves, bro.
You don't see him clink, clink, clink. Every episode, this guy is spilling something.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think it was a spill. That was almost a spill.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm really clumsy.
Yeah. Well, fucking, what I was saying. So, it's hard for us to say because we're not shy dudes. But if the person who sent that, I'm going to assume you're a little bit shy. So if you are shy, again, don't be scared to reach out over the internet if you have to. Obviously, be careful because you can get catfished by like some big fucking black dude who's saying he's a fucking girl. But like, you know what I mean? Don't even there's Discord groups for whatever it is you're into. But you can even look up just random clubs that are on the weekend or events that are on. Then you can just go, okay, I'm into that, so I can sort of go check it out. And there's going to be people that go that are. This guy's scratching.
Fuck.
There's going to be people that have that interest just like you, and you will all go to that fucking, that same thing. So,
and sometimes you can, and don't be in your own head as well. A lot of the time you think you're more important than what you are in terms of like you walk into a room and you're like, oh my God, people are judging me or people are looking at me. So no one gives a shit. So all you got to do is just maybe, I don't know, like spark a conversation, or I don't know, like, what's the worst that can happen? You put yourself out there, and as long as you know in your heart you're a good person and you're not being like an asshole or a cunt or whatever, or you're not being rude, or you're just being you, it's like the worst thing you're going to get is like a small reply and then, okay, have a good night. Yeah, like it's like I feel like in your heart if you're a good person, and everyone's worth the time of day. You know what I mean?
100%.
Speaking of the books and advice on making friends, I think this is pretty relevant, and it's I live my life. There's 4 rules. I got this from the book called The 4 Agreements. I think you'd love this book if you haven't read it. The 4 Agreements. It's a brilliant book. I forget the author, but there's 4 rules, right, to live your life by. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions, and don't take things personally.
The last one's a big one.
That's a huge. They're all big.
All of them. They're all big. Yeah.
But that last one, because even like over the internet, everyone is taking. Like, you know what? Speaking of which, today, right? So I went to go look for this fucking hot dog costume, right? And I'm walking in through the store, and I'm looking. And have you noticed in this day and age, like everyone's either just walking, like looking at their phones while they're walking, or like walking through a crowded place, but they're kind of like looking up or like looking around. They're not looking where they're going, kind of thing. And sometimes they're just like, if other people aren't seeing it, they're going to bump right into people. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck. It's gotten to, do you just reckon it's just gotten to that point now where people are just so socially awkward, or people don't want to socialize that much that they're just blindly avoiding it? Even though you're in a store full of people, There's still people on their phones while they're walking. They know you're going to crash into someone, but they're still doing it. Like everyone's awareness skills and social skills has just gotten so poor to the point where it's like, it makes me cringe when I walk in the store. I'm like, what are the like?
I was
fucking look up while you're fucking walking.
I was thinking this exact thing the other day because I was Eckhart Tolle says this too. I was at work on my break downstairs. There's a cafe where my work is, and I was sitting down and I'm looking around and everyone's like this
on the phone.
Every single person. And then another time I was in Big W and people are walking on the phone and they're doing this to make sure they're not. To quickly look up to make sure they're not about to walk into it. It was like fucking 5 people in a line or like ants and they're all gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, sometimes it's just good to put your phone down and just be present. Even if you're not doing anything, there's nothing around, you're just waiting for food or waiting for a coffee. Just put your phone down, just sit there and just
because that's the biggest thing. Moment. When you're waiting for something, that's the biggest thing. Like, and I don't know whether it's it's obviously technology, it's more entertaining than maybe something that's going on around you at the time. But also maybe it's people that like don't like eye contact with strangers. I don't know. Like, so if someone lays eye contact with me, I'm just like, oh yeah, like, hey. But then some people are just like,
they get awkward about it.
They get awkward, like, oh, where do I look, kind of thing.
It's weird, yeah.
That's another big thing if you're shy too. Look people in the eyes. I was a pretty shy guy. I'm a little bit better now. I'm still pretty reserved. But something I've worked on is eye contact when I'm talking to someone or anything. When you're listening to someone, look them in the eye. It feels weird at first and you're like, because am I looking too much? But that's where you look. When you're talking to someone, you show them respect and just look them in the eye, man. You're not going to fucking freak them out. Yeah.
But do you notice some people, they scan your face? And I do it as well sometimes. Like, I'll be looking at someone in the eye, but then all of a sudden I'll be looking at your nose or your mustache or your teeth or your stubble. And I'll be like, but I've seen people do it to me as well. Like, imagine I'm looking at you and I'm like, like you see my eyes scanning. Like, I've done that heaps. And like,
there's a couple of tips too. These are the Tommy Shelby fucking tips, right? So if you ever just want to make yourself come across a bit more like present and a bit more like you got a lot of self-confidence, it's just simple things like when you talk, you look people in the eye. If you're talking to someone, talk nice and slow. Think about what you're saying, even if you have to pause for a couple seconds. The other person's going to feel awkward, but you won't because you're just calculating and thinking about what you're going to say. That makes you come across as very like, holy shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. Just take your time. Think about what you're saying. Look at him in the eyes. If you're going to shake a guy's hand, still firm, hard handshake. When you're walking, shoulders back, head up. You know what I mean? You got fucking no... walking through the shops like that. You know what I mean? Like, be a bit fucking... It's just little
posture,
little simple things like that. They make you very, like present in the room,
calm and collected, man.
Yeah, bro. Tommy Shelby, the whole Peaky Blinders have come across like that, and he was the coolest fucking cunt, the scariest cunt on the whole show. He was
huge dick energy.
Oh, I'm telling you, literally, like it's just simple little things like that. It's like people we're forgetting how to do that over time. Like we're just getting dumber and dumber, and like. Bro, soon we're all going to be fucking nerds in the basement not leaving the house. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, bro.
Hey, what was the original question?
Advice to get friends.
The advice to get friends.
This is good advice in general.
It is. And that maybe friends will follow if you, like you said, eye contact, you know, good, just, I don't know, good body language as well.
Take pride in your appearance, and in with the talking slow thing, you should slow down with everything in life. A lot of the time you realize you're doing something and you're in your head the whole time thinking you're washing the dishes, brushing your teeth, but then I do it sometimes too. I catch myself in my head and then I hang on, I'm like,
slow down,
and then I'm like, I start brushing my teeth, I'm like, fucking hell. Like, seriously, like a lot of people just do things slowly, man. Slow down, take life in, breathe in.
Oh.
That's not how I brush my teeth.
Okay, so
just suck dick real slow.
Pop another one, man. Pop another one. Let's see what the people need. People need help, and we answer.
They need to hear this.
We answer the Call of Duty, man.
I like this, Like it feels like we're doing some good. It's a bit hard with the gloves.
That disclaimer we said at the start was a fucking lie. Everything we say is true, and you must listen to what we are saying and donate to the PayPal link down below.
Listen.
It's not free. It's not
free.
Listen to
Hot Dog.
Yeah, this ain't free, motherfucker. Right? This hot dog need to eat. All right, fuck.
I might just start going in order. Someone says, "Is it easy to learn a new language or skill? Advice on learning a language. Well, they say language, but like." That's just learning something new, let's say. All right. A language, Duolingo is very good, man.
You want to start this time?
I guess.
Iggy started this time, then you can start this time. And then
we'll go in a okay. Advice. I was trying to learn Japanese on Duolingo for a while.
I feel like you're doing pretty good, weren't you?
I was, but I've stopped recently. But and I've gotten pretty good. Duolingo is very good. We speak Spanish. If you're trying to learn a language specifically, it's a lot easier when your background is that, like you were saying, you know a little bit of Arabic, right?
Yeah, I tried to learn Arabic.
You can understand.
Tried.
Like it's easier when your family's from there. Like when we went to Uruguay, we went for 3 months to Uruguay, and I was young, but that's really what kicked off me being able to even speak and comprehend any Spanish at all.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
go somewhere and you get thrown in the deep end and you just live there for a while, if you can do that, you'll learn the language quick.
Like
man.
that,
You'll
yeah.
pick it up.
Yep. In saying that too, though, just to jump in, Spanish would be one of the easiest
It is
because
one
of the
of the
same alphabet. We all use the same letter. Some Spanish letters have like the apostrophes and that on the top,
And
but
yeah.
other than that, it's the same alphabet. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, Spanish is one of the easier languages to learn, that's for sure. Japanese is a little bit harder, but the writing is hard. I didn't know any writing with Japanese. I didn't bother.
Yeah, fuck that.
But the speaking it's actually not that hard. Like Duolingo is very good. That's my advice. If you want to learn a new language specifically, try Duolingo.
Say something in Japanese.
私はアメリカ人ではあまりせん。
See?
おすすめは
Mario des.
Mario des. That means I'm Mario.
I'm Mario.
Mario des.
Yeah, Mario des. お名前は何ですか? That means what is your name? Anyway, Duolingo is very good for learning
sounds
a language.
cool
So
too.
give it a go. And any other skill, you just got to put the time in, really.
Yeah. They're like anything. When I tried to learn Arabic, like recently, I tried Duolingo, but I found with Duolingo, it's a computer, like a voice animation kind of thing. Like, you know, when you go on Google Translate, it's similar to that, right? Where it might not translate well in with how you pronounce it, because pronunciation when you're learning another language, obviously, like, you know, is like that's like priority. Like, you need to pronounce it right, otherwise you sound retarded.
You could be saying a completely different word.
Exactly, yeah. So I found on Duolingo I got turned off real quick because it was so basic, and I was saying it to Arabic people, and they were like, they just laughed at me. I'm like, no, that's not
You're
it.
talking like a computer. Like,
Yeah. Like, it's like me is talking English. I'm like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you pronounce it too good,
like,
too perfect.
Yeah, too like on paper. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
So I tried Verbling. So it's called Verbling, verbling.com, and it has like so many, like 1,600 tutors who have certificates, and each tutor, it shows you their kind of certificates and what they were in the past and what they hold, like record wise. And I found this guy who he was Egyptian, but he lived in Poland because he was teaching people in Poland how to speak Arabic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
That's fucking random, man.
Yeah. And he had all these like certificates to his name, and I'm like, and he it said really well with first time learners of Arabic, like basic. So I'm like, yeah, sweet. I paid like something ridiculous, like $15 a session for like an hour, and I would do that once a week, right? And we'd do it over Zoom. But the thing is, because I find it harder when you're not in the country, so it'd be harder. Like, we're in Australia, no one speaks, well, not no one, but Spanish is the biggest speaking country in the fucking planet Earth, you know what I mean? But still, if you're not in fucking Spain, or if you're not in Egypt, like learning Arabic or Lebanon or whatever, it's very hard. Like, my family are Arabic, but they don't speak Arabic. So I was learning it, but I was lazy with the homework. So I did a bit of homework because he was teaching me to read and write as well. But then I got a bit lazy with it because work and, you know, gym and whatever else. So clearly it wasn't really in me. Like, I didn't really want to learn it, right? Because if you really want to, you'll put the hard yards in. So my suggestion, if you're trying to learn a new language, you need to be so disciplined, because it's not like you're at uni and you have to do the lectures and you have to do this because you want to better your career, like you want to have a good future, you know what I mean? If you're learning a language, it's most likely because it's an extracurricular thing you want to do just for yourself. But if you don't have any family members that speak it to you, back and forth is very hard. So just put the time in and be dedicated. Because I fell off because I was like, you know what, right now in my life, I don't feel like it's necessary because I don't even have many people I could speak Arabic to. Do you know what I mean? What's the point of me being fluent, bro, if I'm literally using it never?
Yeah.
So I reckon, one, just fucking be diligent, be disciplined, and keep at it and do fucking homework. But I would try Verbling over Duolingo. Sorry, bro. But I would choose Verbling. Cheap as, and you get a face-to-face over Zoom lecture, and they're fucking
that sounds better. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
So, and also, if not that, move to whatever country, have a big trip for like 3 months or something, just like go off the grid, go to this place after you've learnt the language a bit, and then just be amongst people. Go to the shopping center in fucking Lebanon or something, or Egypt if you're doing Arabic, and just hear people talk and say a bit here, say a bit there, and whatever. And then I don't know,
watch movies and music.
Yeah, movies. Yeah, I heard from other Arabic people, watch the Arabic news or something, for example, or I don't know, Spanish news or whatever, and you hear it, and you can be more, you pick up on it better. And skill, the same thing, man. You just got to stick to it, I guess. But skill would be a little bit easier, because if I'm trying to pick up jiu-jitsu at Zoo Fitness in Penrith here, jiu-jitsu, there's a jiu-jitsu gym. Not everywhere, but heaps of, and
more easily accessed.
That translates no matter what language you speak. If you're doing soccer's a world played sport. You know what I mean? Like Spanish, everyone, like Uruguay, all these countries play soccer. The refs don't speak fucking the same language as the players, vice versa, but they know the rules.
Exactly.
So whatever you're trying to learn, play guitar, whatever, it translates across any language. So just be
100%.
diligent and put the time
consistent.
Yeah, I mean, they hit the nail on the head. I guess so. I'll touch on this learning new skills, man. And it's all going to come back to the fucking same thing. Just like fucking our guest on last week said, Jimmy Too Huge, Jimmy W, just do it. Literally just fucking do it. Because I taught myself how to fucking make music from zero musical fucking knowledge. Zero. And I'm talking zero. I didn't have a fucking granddad or a dad or an auntie or a sister or a brother who gave me a guitar, who took me to piano lessons because they were into it. No, I literally went from nothing to not even knowing what a DAW was to now fucking making music with The Game. Fucking DZ's making music with fucking, Chris Calico, The Ritz, and all shit like that. We've done shows. We've done
Horseshoe Gang coming very soon.
This guy's got a collab lined up with Horseshoe Gang. Like, come on. And that's from zero fucking knowledge, bro, because I just did it. And again, in saying that too, the biggest problem is that I feel like most people in this day and age, again, just aren't hungry. There's no fire in the belly. See, I had the fire in my belly when it came to the music. I was like, fuck, I really want to fucking do this. So I fucking did it, bro. I went to fucking UWS and studied music for fucking 2 years almost. You know what I mean? Like, that's how hard I went with it, because I was hungry. If you're really not hungry to learn something or a new skill or something that you desire to learn, then you're not going to do it, unfortunately.
It's how bad you want it at the end of the day.
It all comes down to how bad you fucking want it. There's nothing else we can really say. It's just, you want to fucking learn a new skill or a new language, then you got to fucking put in the hard yards, bro. That's all it is. Because if you don't, you will know soon enough if you really want it that bad, because you'll start doing it, and then a couple months in, you will just fall off. But if you stick to it, if you hit the 1 year mark, in my opinion, then you know you're in. Anything under a year, no bueno. So
this is the Woodford.
Oh, what did you just have?
Vodka.
Oh,
yeah.
Vodka and Coke.
Yeah.
How's that taste?
Like Coke.
Oh, fuck.
Weird, bro. Yeah, it's not a bad mix, but
Yeah, okay.
I'll try the whiskey
That's
next.
the Woodford, right?
That's the Woodford.
Yeah, that's good.
That's yum, eh?
That's good.
That's yum whiskey.
The
next one.
Hit 2 birds with 1 stone here. Someone says, how to tell someone they're a shit rapper and how to get better at music. So I guess you can apply this to music or anything. How to tell someone they're not that good at something and how to get better.
I just feel like, I don't know, you have to like show them. I feel like you got to show them like good rappers, right? And just be like, oh yeah, like how's this guy sound? And then he's like, oh, he's pretty good. And you're like, so this guy sounds like this, right? You enjoy it? And you're like, yeah, you're not that.
Straight.
You're exact opposite. But I honestly don't know, because I'm not going to name drop or anything, but I had this exact conversation with a few friends recently, a while ago now, and there was this local rapper, and he made this ridiculous.
Drop names.
Nah, don't say that.
He made this ridiculous video where he like hired a car, like rented a car out just for the video or whatever. And I knew this guy, and I'm like, I knew he didn't live that life, but he lent too heavy in the.
I know exactly what you're fucking talking about, bro.
Yeah, okay. He lent too heavy in that thing, and I was like, we're from the West, like you got to be real with it, you know what I mean? But I honestly don't know. I think you just have to say, listen, man, like I'm just telling you from like being honest and I care about your future and come from a place where you seem like you care and you're not trying to take the piss. And I would do it away from everyone else. Don't do it with anyone else there.
Practice first.
Yeah,
Practice first,
in front, practice in the mirror and do it where it's just you and him or you and her or whoever it is. And just be like, listen, I just care because I'm saying this because I care about your future. I just want to see, and ask them, put it on them straight up. Be like, do you see this as a way you are going to make money in the future and this is going to be your livelihood? Or is this just a hobby for you? See what they say. And if they say it's just a hobby, fair play, whatever. But to also tell them if they say that, focus on a proper career as well at the same time. But if they say, man, I'm going to be I made my own record label. I'm going to be on like Top Dog Entertainment one day, or I'm going to be like, and if they literally are that delusional and you know that they're not bad, I feel like that's when you really got to be brutally honest and be like, listen, man, I'm only telling you this because I love you, and I feel comfortable enough to tell you the truth, but you're just you're not that good. Like, and it's not a bad thing to say because being a rapper, it's a hard feat, and you could obviously talk about this more, but I could only dream of rapping, right? But there's the top dogs for a reason. If it was that easy, everyone would be rich and wealthy and everyone would rap. You know what I mean? I know if I could rap, I'd fucking rap. But honestly, but you need to have enough. You need to be humble enough to know your place. As in, like, be like, okay, listen, chase the dream for a bit, but only chase it for a certain amount. You don't want to chase the dragon, as they say. You know what I mean? You don't want to, it's almost like anything. When you lose on the pokies or something, then you just try and chase the losses. At one point, you don't want to be 50 or 60 years old still. Like, although there's a lot of fucking gamblers that are 50, 60 years old. But like, just follow it to a certain extent, but just be brutally honest. But do it away from everyone. Isolate them from the group, and just make sure it's just from the heart. And you're not doing it to be hateful. To be a gronk. Yeah, and also assess why you're doing it. Don't just do it because some people like to throw shade because they're insecure about themselves and they want to just make someone else stoop them down to their level and be like, bring you down, like, hey, you're shit. Be with me. Be a little fucking depressed cunt. But do it because you're literally, you care for them.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
What do you think?
I just wanted to say, isn't it crazy how like we can talk about this because we're really good at it? like we've got a full portfolio of like people we've worked with.
I mean,
shit.
but
like,
lyrically,
man.
like production, obviously on point, Iggy, like obviously. But rapping, I only talk about rapping because I don't know what goes into what you do, bro. I know it sounds hectic, but if I was a producer, I could relate to you heaps more because I love rap as well.
Yeah.
I know DZ is like lyrically one of the best in Western Sydney, if not the best, I think. Like lyrically, you can hear the lyrics. He pronounces them well. Yeah, like Wombat is mad as well. I know. Haven't you got a collab with? Have you got a collab?
We did. It was maybe sometime. Maybe.
Okay. But Wombat. A lot of people don't follow what he's saying because he has a bit of a lisp, but I've picked up the more I've listened to him and I can understand Wombat. But you, on the other hand,
he's the best, I reckon.
You are very, very clear with your words, what you're saying. Yeah. And those who can't keep up are just dumb motherfuckers who just listen to beats and they're like little beat whores. Like, But one of the best, if not the best rappers in Sydney, one of the best producers in Western Sydney over here. And I can't wait till James. I hope you get James in the fucking.
I sent a song earlier today. James's beat. My next song after the one coming out tomorrow, by the way, will be James's beat called Death Star.
Death Star.
By the way, go ahead. Before you forget, I will just say that a lot of rappers, especially around these areas, lack self-awareness, and it's quite mind-boggling. Have a little level of self-awareness, and really assess yourself and your skill and practice first. There's nothing wrong with being shit. We started off shit, man. Our first
we were
songs are garbage.
I was garbage.
You're going to start off garbage.
I was garbage.
But maybe don't spend the money on a video clip until you're quite decent.
The thing is, too, is that, like, don't forget, like, don't be scared. And what we mean by practice is, bro, DZ doesn't mean go to the fucking studio or go to your bedroom and on your little fucking iPhone do your little rapping notes and then spit it a couple times. And then on the fourth time, go, I've got it, fucking, and then record. We're talking for years.
Practice the skill.
4 years. You need to rap and write for fucking years. I just said before, if you don't do anything for the minimum threshold is a year. 1 year. If you're doing a hobby or not even a hobby, if you're trying to get good at something to make it your bread and butter, if you're not doing that for at least a year, then you really don't want it. I fucking was making garbage music for 4 fucking years. For 4 years, I was releasing music that was garbage before I got to the 5th year. And then that's when I sat there and went, oh my God. And I listened to my stuff that I first made to the stuff I'm making now. And it was fucking horseshit. And then I was finally on the 5th year when I sat there and went, okay, now I've got it.
Decent, yeah.
Now I'm half decent. 5 fucking years. The problem is like you say with the self-awareness is that you cunts are fucking rap. It starts off rapping as a hobby at a party, at a bender. There's always that one cunt who fucking thinks he can rap. He raps and everyone's so off their guts or so drunk. They go, oh, fuck, that was mad. Then he goes home and goes, I can be a rapper. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to go fucking spend two grand on a video clip. I'm going to go spend $90 an hour at the fucking studio down at Sydney City, record a song, and the song comes out. Yeah, the beat might be hectic, and half the time the beat carries the fucking song because you're fucking shit. You need to do that. Turn that thing that you did at the bender, do that for 2 years.
And then try record a song.
And then go to the fucking studio and record. Bro, there was a fucking dubstep artist. Can't even remember the cunt's name. Me and Mikey were talking about this at work the other day. This kid, right? Oh, fuck, who was it? I'll message him, see if he responds during the podcast. He made music in his fucking basement for 7 years. Did not release a single song. Did not tell anyone what he was doing. Now he's released like an album and shit this year or last year, and it is fucking crazy. It is incredible. This shit, and this guy's like only 20 something years old. So from the age of like 15, 16, he was just practicing, making music, delete the song, make a song, delete the song, keep a little hard drive of backups and shit like that. And it's on the 7th year, he went, you know what? This sounds okay. Released it, and now he's blowing up, bro. He's blowing up. He's like, I'll message him. But you need to fucking practice.
Even James releases his music just on his SoundCloud, and he's happy doing that.
Yeah, and keeps it to himself on private too. It's not on. He keeps it to himself. And it's not anyone can see it. It's just for him. Like
the barrier to entry for rap's a lot lower too. A lot of people, they have no idea how music production works. They have no idea about music at all. But they just rap a freestyle on a bender, and they think they're good. But anyway, I will say this though, my mustache is stuck to my pinky finger.
How long ago was that?
I will say this though, FriendlyFire's new song dropped today.
Yes,
and it is a bang. I was listening today. I'm like, fuck it, this is fucking hard, man.
Yeah, bit of drum and bass.
That's just fire, man.
Man, because we're going to Europe, that mustache is having a bit of a
malfunction.
Because me and Joey K are going to Europe in a couple months. We're going to a fucking 3-day festival, drum and bass and dubstep, and the drum and bass has been really
popping up.
I'm in the mood to make a bit of so it's out right now. It's called Control. Make sure you check that out if you do like some drum and bass.
It's good. And my song tomorrow, by the way.
And tomorrow. Is that the one with
On the Reel with M16?
Oh, that's right. So that's not with James. Okay,
yeah, James next 2 weeks.
Is he a fast rapper?
Who, M16? No, he made the beat.
No, he made the beat.
I was going to say because M16 is a gun.
Yeah,
it's like that. I thought it was like a
one of my ad libs. That's the thing too. If you're a rapper, I'll give you an advice for experienced rappers, right? Shout out Jazz. I love working with Jazz. He's a real MC. A lot of rappers, you'll notice, if you listen to a lot of their songs, they have a signature ad lib. Get a signature ad lib because it's fucking cool. Yeah, it adds a little flair where every song you listen to, don't use it in every song. Like I got the at the end of some of my verses. And
I like the raw.
I retired the raw. That was my favorite. Maybe I'll bring it back sometimes, but yeah, I go
like ASAP Ferg's like
it's cool.
Or like Travis Scott's like straight up.
And Tech Nine goes it's cool, man. Get yourself a signature ad lib.
But Tech Nine does it heaps often, but it's still
it's mad. I love it.
After every hard verse, like,
have you heard Chris Calico's? Chris Calico's is
really? I haven't heard that one.
It's fucking mad, man. And Ritz is bitch. Bitch.
I feel like you always say that too.
Ritz goes as well. It's fucking mad. Like you can do a lot with like little sounds in the background. It's cool, man. The experienced rappers will know what I'm talking about. Add that to your song. Anyway,
did you write them down separately?
Yeah. Because I told you.
Are you sure you done it properly? Because you've got a bit of a bad track record with people's fucking shit.
Because if I go, it was too many. It was just too many. It was a couple shit ones. It's like if we want to keep it to like 2 hours. I had to condense it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just got the best ones that we can actually give a detailed, because look at this, bro. If I show you the fucking thing.
Just let me have a look, just to
look at this,
just to give us a bit, and then show Joey K as well. Just give us a bit of
I've opened them all, right?
Yeah.
But is it scrolling? It's not, is it?
You can't with the glove. You got
like they're all fucking. Just heaps.
So we actually got heaps.
Yeah, look, man. And like some of them are just shit, like.
Yeah,
I reckon we could have munched from.
Nah, man, there was too many, and some of them were shit. Anyway, but we want to give actual advice. So I've
Yeah,
got the ones
proper.
that were, some of them some of them weren't really advice.
Just answers.
They were just weird stuff. Like,
Okay, so obviously, if you're having a laugh and a troll, we're all for that. But if you didn't hear your funny one, it's because we'll
trust me, if there's a funny,
DZ's judgment.
I
right?
included the good ones. All right, if it was a funny one, I might have still included it anyway.
DZ's
Someone says, speaking of funny ones, this one's a bit funny. So considering we all have misses, best pickup lines. All right, maybe when you're single. Let me tell you, the first piece of advice from me. Pickup lines don't work.
They don't.
If you're asking for genuine pickup lines, mate, reconsider your strategy because they do not work. It's not fucking...
Again, that's where that whole be yourself thing comes in.
Yes,
it's more genuine when you're like,
be yourself,
like,
bro.
There was a few. Can I start this? There was a few where I'm like,
bro.
there was like, are you from Ireland? Because every time I see you, my penis is Dublin. and it's all this like, how much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. Hey, I'm Joey.
Yeah.
But that shit does not work. I'll tell you what you'll get. The back of her head, because she'll just be like, zoom.
Or you'll get a...
Be yourself, man.
Anyway.
You know what? Always offer to buy them a drink. And don't do it in a creepy way like,
Yeah.
Again, this all leads back to what we're talking about. Shoulders back, head up,
I disagree.
walk up, eye contact, talk nice and slow. Hey, want a drink?
Not too slow, because she'll think you're slow.
Hey, dude.
like Shaq or something.
And she's like, oh my God, are you slow?
Yeah,
And you're like,
no,
oh.
you know what I mean? Just be present.
I wouldn't buy him a drink. I don't think the buying a drink thing... I don't know because I've never done it, but I don't...
I mean, I wouldn't lead with it. I wouldn't be like, "Hey, I'm Joey. Can I get you a drink?" I would like,
you don't.
You'd obviously,
Please let me buy you a drink. Please.
You fucking sprinkle it in there.
Yeah, make sure it's not a double shot because I don't have that much money. But like, I would just like, I don't know what I would. I honestly would be so rusty if I tried right now. But I don't know. Pickup lines don't work, bro. They do not work.
Bro,
they're good for a laugh. And if she's got a good sense of humor, she might laugh. But if she knows you're taking the piss, if she thinks you're laying down
serious
game with like shit pickup lines, and you're like thinking if it works, she'll just turn out. But if you do it for a laugh, maybe it'll work. But
me and Chloe always have this argument. She goes, if I dumped you, you wouldn't be able to pick up girls. I'm like, yes, I fucking would easy. She goes, no, you wouldn't. You're not like what you used to be when you were young. I'm like, I reckon I could. She's like, nah. And we just always have that little argument. It's fucking funny as a dumb bitch.
I mean, anyone, not anyone could do it, but I mean,
it just
as long as you don't look like a full foot. I mean, if you don't look like a toe, it's pretty.
And take pride in your appearance.
You walk up with your feet through your fucking things in your shirt.
or you rock up in that hot dog outfit. See how you go.
All right, look, I've got a topic I wanted to bring up. We'll have a little break from the things. We got Speaky Deekies too. This guy's mustache. All right. The left side's down and the right side's up.
Can I fix it for you, or is it not? Because I think your gloves. Fuck it.
What are you talking about, bro?
I can't believe we hit 60 episodes, boys. Fucking
fuck.
Oh,
It's like a little bird.
God damn.
Let me try and put
It's fucking annoying.
fucked.
Yeah, it's fun. You can wear it if you. You already got a beard.
Oh my.
Okay.
Wow, that's wet, bro. Is that from your?
You're from the drink.
I thought that was your sweat.
Drink.
So, did you guys know that with crocosauruses, crocodiles,
Crocodilians.
so scientists actually believe, again, in case I butcher the story, it was a video that I was getting the info from, so I don't want to fucking play the video and try to replicate it, so I'm just trying to remember. But most scientists actually believe that crocodiles have this fucking thing in their DNA that so the longer the crocodile lives, right, the more the crocodile can age. And that's why crocs can live up to like 100 plus years, because they basically, so a 70-year-old crocodile, the insides of that crocodile is the same as a 7-year-old crocodile. Is that not fucking insane?
Wait, so they age slower?
They literally they almost don't age.
So their body adjusts to the age they're at.
Yeah. So
And refreshes.
Literally. So you can get a crocodile that's been alive for 70 years, like an old man essentially, and get a baby croc, 7 years, 6-year-old crocodile, the same croc. Like the insides are the same, it's the same heart function, that the heart's still pumping the same, the digestive system's still the same. The one that's 70 years old, it hasn't gotten like human, it's not like slower and gotten worse. It's the exact fucking same. It's fucking crazy. Not to mention too that apparently in Australia, back in like the fucking 70s or whenever the fuck, the 60s or 70s, there was a record of this hunter. She found a croc that it was like over 8 meters long or something. Scientists still believe to this day it's still alive somewhere.
So how long does that average croc live, I wonder? Like, because, you know...
Google. Hey, let me try this, right?
Yeah,
Because other than crocs, I know turtles are another one that live 150
the longest at living animal, my missus said this, I think yesterday, is the shark. Is it I don't know, it's not the goblin shark. It's a type of shark, 500 years.
Wow, man.
500. They don't reach sexual maturity until 120 or something.
Oh, that's a lot of blue balls, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Google.
Google.
How long?
Hey, Google, it's Mario.
Hey, Google.
Hey, Google, you fucking...
You have to...
Why'd you say it like that?
Hey, treat it nice. Go,
Yeah.
Hey, go, hey, Google.
Caress it.
How long does the average crocodile live?
An adult saltwater crocodile can live on average 70 years, and a Nile crocodile between 50 and 60 years.
It's not that much. It's not impressive at all.
Wow.
That's less than a human.
Actually, no, but hold up. In terms of like... Oh, no, that isn't that great,
Hey, Google. What animal has the longest lifespan?
According to Ocean Conservancy, bowhead whales can live more than 200 years, making them one of the longest living mammals on Earth.
That's bullshit.
We just got debunked.
Hey, Google.
2 of 2, bro.
What shark has the longest lifespan?
First of all,
The Greenland shark, according to NOAA's National Ocean Service, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, but even at the lower end of the estimates, a 272-year lifespan makes the Greenland shark the longest-lived vertebrate.
272 years is still a fucking
That's the
good
great look.
effort.
Yeah, it is. It
the
is.
video. Anyway,
That always happens, eh? We say shit.
But, first of all, but Google always undercuts it.
yeah,
Yeah, it
different
undercuts
answers.
it a little bit. That's why you can't believe everything off
And
the
also,
fucking internet.
we're not fucking Google. We have lives. We're fucking, we're not perfect.
We're just talking shit, man.
Yeah.
I'll take back
But-
what we said. Everything we say on this is a disclaimer.
We'll edit the last part out. We never said it.
so it looks like we're always right.
But how are we feeling on the drinks, boys?
I think it's time for a fucking shoddy poos.
I don't know. I'm not doing a shot of vodka. No.
Come on, bro.
I got work tomorrow, man.
Bro, what the? This guy's one's like, yeah, we're going to get crunk. And then he goes, oh, I can't drink.
This is like my 4th whiskey.
Yeah, he's actually drinking like a fish. I'm trying to keep up with DZ right now.
But whiskey, man.
Yeah, actually, I've got to keep up. I haven't even fucking finished this long neck. All right, hold on.
Whiskey gives me the least drunk, like the least wasted drunk. Whiskey, I'm whiskey neat, man. Every time I drink, I don't feel that wasted. Like if I drink vodka, if I was drinking vodka this much, I'd be fucking,
Do you get whiskey dick?
What's that?
Like you can't get hard if you're too drunk? I've
Not
never,
that I've noticed.
yeah, I've never had that problem. But like, but people say whiskey dick for years. Like, how do you think? I didn't like,
me neither.
No, legit though. But like, I've heard everyone go, "Hey, you get whiskey dick," and I'm like, "What?" Like,
no such thing.
Maybe some people off other illicit substances have that problem, but
Yeah.
I feel like off any substance that's not really an issue. But actually, sometimes you can get so drunk where you like, when you're at that point where you're like this, like I don't feel like you'd even have that in you to do it. But
I reckon my dick would still work.
But I never really get that drunk though. I could, but I never get myself to that point where I'm like,
I reckon
sloppy ass. Me neither.
Europe is going to happen.
no, but I'll be on that much drugs. Yeah. Where I'll be like, I'll just be like not straight as, but I'll be like, because
you'll balance yourself out, yeah.
If you just drink
Yeah,
nothing else,
you'll die.
You get so sloppy.
Yeah, you'll die. You'll die.
We're in Bali, and we just drank because like obviously Bali, you'll get your head chopped off if you touch anything.
Yeah.
But like Tori, we went to Fisher. Tori was so fucking sloppy drunk.
Bro, she gets drunk.
She gets drunk.
Bro.
Ready? It was raining. It was pissing rain, right? And there's no undercover other than where Fisher is DJing. So everyone's drenched at this point, bro. All the girls, how girls there, they make sure they look pretty.
Yeah.
Everyone just like drown rats. Yeah. And so we're like, oh my God, I was trying to protect our phones in our bum bag because they were getting wet.
Wow.
So anyway, it was that bad. Next minute, we're walking up these stairs and on the floor, the water was like 10 mil or something. Like,
Wow.
yeah. And we're walking up the stairs. Tori falls face first because there was a stair and then there was a landing and more stairs. She fell on the landing like boom, face first, and then wait, bro, she was that drunk. She didn't even try to get up. She just went boom, and she's like. And I had to go. I stood over her and I was like, I had to pull her up. She wasn't going to move. If I didn't pick her up, I promise you, Iggy, she would have stayed there for at least 30 seconds. And the 30 seconds is a long time
when
to
it's
be
all
like,
wet, yeah.
just like sit on the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? And she goes, when I get drunk, I just get so sloppy. But yeah,
She gets sloppy, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, she gets sloppy, bro. It's fucking funny as. That's mad though.
But you'll never it's very rare to find her in that state because there'll always be
Europe.
yeah, true.
I reckon in Europe, at least everyone one time is going to get to that point.
Yeah,
everyone.
true.
And there's like 15 of us.
Yeah.
Like the stories that the boys have told me.
Adzi lives there. Adzi lives in that.
Bro, Brad.
Adzi, you, Brad, who else?
McCann.
Oh my God, McCann.
We're going to be dragging him in a wheelbarrow. Like
Yeah.
fucking getting that cunt around.
Tequila, bro. It's my favorite shot.
Do you
yeah,
really?
yeah.
No, you don't.
That's what he got. Oh, when I say I love it, obviously I'm not waking up every day going, but if I'm drinking, right, as long as I have the salt and lemon though. If they go, here's a tequila shot. Oh, but we don't have salt and lemon. I'm like, no, don't.
What do you like about it?
I think it's it's like doing a line for me. I love doing a line because
Oh,
I'm like, it's the ritual.
I love doing a line. I love doing a line.
I'm so fucked. I used to go out in public in toilets, and you know how usually you just key it or whatever to be quick. I would be in the cubicle lining it up and making it perfect. And then Tori's like, why do you do that, bro?
Like, hurry up.
There's so much risk getting caught. But I'm like, it's a ritualistic thing. That's like with this. It's like the
ritualistic.
lick, sip stuff.
You like the extra steps.
Yeah. And plus the lemon saves you. Because even though you're like, as soon as I swallow, boom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not doing that. Sorry. Not for me today. Fuck that.
The old DZ would have.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Usually I can get convinced, but I'm standing my ground. Fuck that. I've had whiskey. I'm gonna have a shot. I'm gonna be at home.
Well,
I'll work tomorrow. And fucking.
First of all, tequila for me used to be my favorite thing to drink until I went to Mexico. Bro.
They drink like.
Bro.
Do we have one or two shots glasses?
We've got two, baby.
Oh, mad.
That's
Bro,
good for two people.
You know the stereotype? I can't get a third.
No, I'm not
Come
doing
on.
that shit.
Mario's
Come on, Mario.
sober now.
They're
What
like,
would the fans be thinking right now
they're like
watching
coffee
this?
mugs, man.
What would the fans be thinking right now?
Well, if the fans fucking gave us more money by paying attention to what we do, I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow and I'd do heaps of shots.
Wow.
Okay.
He literally
So if the fans are disappointed,
Yeah.
buy our music.
Yeah,
Listen more.
That's true.
Tell your
actually.
friends.
And then he might have a shot. You know what I mean?
Buy the merch.
When you see DZ downing tequila shots, that's when you know we've made it.
It's a Wednesday night. And we're like,
Oh yeah, we'll get fucking rowdy. Well, imagine though when we can like do this full time, we don't have to work.
soon with the trading, man.
I mean-
It's good that we got the trading to fall back on too. Like we don't need fans for that to work. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's
So
why.
once that kicks off, we can do it.
I mean, I'll be a working class citizen my whole life, but at least I can jump on the podcast and just join in with your guys' success.
By that stage, you'll have. You know, you can have employees. You do Joey's work for today. He's coming on the pod, man. You gotta, Jeremy, you gotta fill in, man. Joey, go do this fucking electrical fitting because Joey's coming on the pod, bro.
Fucking.
Oh, one sec, I gotta get Coke.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I've got some here if you want.
Is that enough? Yeah.
Oh, the boys coming in clutch, bro.
Yeah, Firecast.
They look after me, eh?
Yeah,
Fucking-
let's go, man.
Look at this shit, boys. Previous month. Go through my last month's trades, bro. Man, April was a juicy month for Friendly Fire, man. Woo, we're eating good this month. Look at those trades, bro.
I'm so excited.
Look at those fucking trades.
I'm so excited.
Look at those trades.
Anyway,
You can't make this shit up, man. Woo.
the next one, insecurity and how to manage it. I think everyone suffered with a little bit of insecurity. Mine is my legs. You know, I go to the gym, right? Remember a while ago I told you I was doing leg day every day? I do at least a couple leg exercises most gym sessions.
Yeah.
I'm still doing that. You know
Yeah.
why? I go to the gym. It's chest day. I go to the gym. I'm wearing shorts. I look in the mirror. I'm like, bro, my legs are fucked, man. And then I go, fuck this. I gotta go do some legs,
But
man.
just remember though that this my good friend Cody made a good point when it comes to legs. But that's just genetics. You have to get like look. Me and him are just unlucky. Look at our legs; they're tiny.
Abuelo's got small legs.
No
too,
matter
man.
how much we try to train, even if we did roids, our legs would stay the same. That's the hardest thing to put muscle on. I'm not a fitness guru, but
my legs
it's
have
genetics,
grown a
like-
lot since before I was training. Because doing legs every day, I feel like
I'd do
I'm
it every
getting
day,
results
yeah.
doing that. So I like doing it, and I don't mind legs. A lot of people don't like legs. I don't mind it. You like legs, don't you?
I love
You're always doing
training
legs.
I used to love
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
It's the hardest.
I mean, I
and that's
love
good.
it, but I hate it because
Painful.
you're dying.
Yeah.
you know what, boys?
But insecurities aren't just physical.
No,
you know
definitely
what I mean?
not. Definitely not. Yeah, anything. Speech impediment.
Yeah, because I've started seeing like a therapist and stuff, and I feel like insecurities for me have been huge. Like I was saying about how I was a floater and I was back in the day, and I just didn't have like a close friend. Like if I would think about a wedding, and you're like, who would you have in your as your groomsman? And I'd be like, fuck. I feel like everyone I would invite to be a groomsman would be like, oh, Joey invited me to be his groomsman. That's kind of strange. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, because I would be like a floater. I wouldn't really. I'd just go party with people, and then everything else I'd be extroverted, right, when I'd see people, but then I wouldn't really make the effort to make effort outside partying.
They'd be like,
neither would they.
I didn't know we were that close.
Yeah, exactly. But now I've fallen into my own. But I feel like with insecurities, it's
That looks like MDMA.
oh. Are we going to have this and then we can continue with the...
No, keep going. Okay. No. So what we'll do is...
Wait, did you finish yours? I don't think you finished.
Go ahead, man. I'm done,
so
bro.
Answer this advice. We'll do the shot and then speak pipe.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Done.
Well, insecurities, right?
Done.
One, the biggest thing you can do for insecurities, I reckon, other than try to eat health. This isn't just about physical appearance. This is mental as well. I will fucking stand on this to the day I die, right? Eating as healthy as you can, with not healthy as you can, but still obviously enjoy food, right? But your main staple of diet should just be kind of like, you know, somewhat healthy. You don't have to go fucking full extreme like bodybuilding diet, but you know, healthy foods fuels the mind, fuels the body, makes you feel better about yourself inside and out. If you can exercise kind of frequently, that helps. Like insecurities, you know what I mean, whether that physical or mental, because it makes you feel like you're looking good, you're feeling good. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you know, everything else is good. And so other than eating kind of relatively healthy, you know, exercising regularly, but also if you're really suffering insecurities, therapy is fucking so good, bro. Like so good. Therapists are professionals. They're non-biased. It's confidential. And they know you better than you know yourself, it feels, because they've seen it. Everyone that has insecurities, we're all the same fucking beings. We're all humans. Everyone has a certain kind of insecurity that relates to another. That person that you're talking to in the therapist, she's seen this a million times. It might be different.
Yeah.
But I would say stuff to my therapist and then she would be like, oh, so have you had this happen to you? I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I've come from a loving household, so I don't know why I'm so insecure or whatever. And she'll be like, oh, what about this? And I'm like, bitch, did you do your homework on me? Did you? What the fuck? But so I reckon therapy and just try to live a healthy life, where, like whatever that looks like to you, whether it's having your alone time where you get to just, because you need alone time, whatever that is, you need to reset, have some time where you're like, this is my time, or whether that's in the gym, because gym is therapy, I think, for me anyway. And also, yeah, just eat right, look after yourself, and I don't know, just self-love, bro. But that takes work. It's easier said than that.
Health is well.
When everyone's saying, oh, love yourself. It's like, try to tell it to someone that's clinically depressed. You know what I mean? Love yourself. So, but therapy is fucking nothing to shy away from. Like, I've not had trauma in my life when you compare to other people, but it doesn't matter. People think because they haven't had, you know, grown in a broken home, they think my problems don't mean anything. That's bullshit, because your problems are the biggest problems you'll ever fucking experience, because it's your problems.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if this girl's grown up in a crack house and their parents just, I don't know, scored crack all their life and they had a shit upbringing. Doesn't mean they deserve therapy and you don't. It means, like, you know what I mean? It helps. It fucking helps. Because when you talk to someone, even with your mates, you can talk to your mates if you're insecure about something. Most of the time your mates are going to be like, especially with men, most of your mates will be like, oh, you'll be right, have a line. Or you'll be right, you'll be right. Just go to the pub. And it's good to have friends to talk to, don't get me wrong, but that can only get you so far. So I would say if you have insecurities, talk to your mates. If your mates aren't giving you the exact thing you need or making you feel better, seek it elsewhere by a professional. And yeah, that's literally about it.
If you don't mind me asking, what made you want to do therapy? Like, what was your reasoning? Like, what made you? What clicked in your head that made you go, you know what? I'm going to try this. What was it?
So it was like the way I am in relationships, right?
Because to me, you're a confident, outgoing guy.
Yeah, and that's like I feel like the way that I am was brought on initially by insecurities, because I was trying to overreach with a lot of people to insert myself into a group, or to be like, oh, like, you know, whatever. I wasn't being fake, but I was just overextending to make it known that I was there. You know what I mean? And then that just kind of stuck. But then eventually I kind of found my groove with a certain group, like with obviously your group and my group, like Christian Cordova, Scotty Mead and all that. And then I found my real friends. But also it's like, it's, I think because of past relationships, like before Tori and that, I was with people that, like girls that, or like a girl that didn't really make me feel the best about myself. And then, and don't get me wrong, I was a piece of shit as well. And I had my flaws, but just together we weren't really in sync. And I don't think I was shown, because I've grown up in a very affectionate family where all I've experienced is love, love, love.
Yeah.
So if I experience in a relationship anything less than, less than that, I'm like, I need that a validation. I need a partner to show me that like I'm desired or I'm this, I'm that. I need it, you know what I mean? So when I don't have it for so long, which I didn't with my ex, like at all, I came out of it feeling very like emotionally crippled and like would just be full fuckboy mode. And when I was single and just like not care about anything else and just avoid feelings, just drown myself in women and just be like, I don't care about anything else, party, this and that, whatever. But then because I was so insecure internally, not externally, like I can conversate with whatever, but it's more with women, you know what I mean? As in like I even to this day, I struggle with it, not as much, but I need that validation, right? But I feel like to some extent, you need to be confident enough in yourself, right? That you don't need, although everyone needs to feel loved by a woman or the opposite sex, whether it's a man or whatever, you need that external one, but you also need to have that internal within yourself. Because if you're with someone that, you know, shows you the constant love and this and that, if you still don't love yourself within, it's like, no matter who you have loving you, that's not going to be enough. So I felt like I just needed to, in like a roundabout way, just to put it short, I just needed to be less insecure within myself because, in the past I haven't been shown that. So then I've kind of like internalized that and made it more. So it's basically insecurities in short, which is what this question was about, insecurities. So it resonates with me. You just need to kind of, I just needed to find what that trigger was in me. And I feel like the more therapy sessions I go to, the more I'm kind of
clearer it becomes.
The more you talk about it, you're kind of like, oh, that is the point. Where before a therapist, bro, you're just in your own head. And like I said, you can talk to mates, but your mates don't know what journey you're on. Like we're pretty close, bro. But at the end of the day, if you're going on what's going on up here, you might not share with me. Or even if you do, I can't relate.
Yeah, you can't.
But a therapist can, you know what I mean? So
wow.
How long have you been going?
So I haven't been to this certain one in like a few months, but I've been to about maybe 4 sessions, and then
So it's a fairly recent thing.
Fairly recent. Yeah, fairly recent. But then like I feel like I go to Riverlands in Penrith, which they're pretty professional, pretty good. But like, yeah, it's just kind of like delving into like that kind of thing for me. It's literally insecurities, but it's mainly my own insecurities that I've had. Like I said, I've grown up in a loving household. So it's like, it's nothing that my parents have done wrong, but I feel like it's because insecurities that can come, everyone thinks it's from a relationship, but you could be in school and you get bullied or something and you're like, fucking anime tattoo boy or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Or like you have someone like a bully triggers you, bro. Like you could have a mad loving family. You don't, like I said, you don't have to grow up in a broken home and have a fucked up childhood.
It might seem
to have
like
trauma.
a minor thing.
Yeah, but it's not.
I'd be interested to go just to kind of see what they.
Well, what about?
I reckon you two, anyone can do therapy.
Anyone.
Like it doesn't matter. Your problems could be like, hey, I've hit a stump with music. I can't fucking think. What the fuck?
And then they'll just talk you through it. Yeah, okay.
Maybe one day.
What about the very first time you went? Do you remember that? Was that like awkward or weird?
Yeah,
was it? But how was that?
So I thought it'd be awkward, but they're really professional and they drive the conversation because they know like you go there and it's your first session, right?
They know that.
They might be like, oh, have you done this with anyone else? You're like, oh, no. So they're very professional and they make sure there's no awkward silences. Like sometimes they'll look at you after something they said. They'll say something like very like personal, and like that hits home, and they'll be like, "Do you think this?" And you're like, "Yeah," and they go, "Yeah," and they just look at you and go,
"Yeah, I know."
But then it's like they'll keep looking at you like, and then I'm like, "Yeah," I'm like, "Please talk, like, please."
Can I just shout out Aussie slang? This is what he does.
Yes,
for a living.
Yes.
You know? So respect to all the therapists out there. It's a tough job, man. The stories he's told us too, about some of the things he experienced.
Which I'm sure he's got more stories when we bring him back on, man. Shout out to Aussie Slang, one of the boys on the label. He actually is a streamer.
New YouTube channel.
Streamer by night, psychology therapist by day.
Because they got to take on other people's problems, but they got their own problems. Therapists, therapists need the therapist. Probably.
Exactly right. Who's the therapist? Like,
and then who's the therapist?
Yeah. And then, it's an endless chain.
Yeah, so in turn, like, they got to take on a load of work. Like when you used to work at Coles, right?
Yeah,
you just stack the shelves, bro. That's it. When you go to work as a cop, that's a hard gig as well. Being a policeman, you might see a dead body or this and that. When you're a therapist, man, you have the most cooked, like, individuals to the most insignificant, or not insignificant, but insignificant to them because they've seen the most. Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's a lot of baggage, bro. Therapists would be
taking on a lot of baggage. Let's hit a speak pipe. Well, if you are going to do that shot. He liked it. He's like,
Right, this is gonna romp us because I don't usually drink gold. I think I stole this.
Yeah, I only drink clear.
I stole this from a party.
let's get it. Watch it. Let's do it. I'm not doing it, but I'll watch you two do it. Go on. Come on.
Jamali.
Bust
Jamal.
that shit.
Rush Hour. That's a Rush Hour reference. Jamali. Jamali. Jamal. Chris Tucker, but you know they're making a fourth Rush
I
Hour.
heard that. Yeah.
I'm not filling them to the top because this is going to be fucking.
Oh, do not fill them.
Pussy. So it's the guy not doing one.
It's always the guy not doing it on the slide.
Yeah.
Maybe if you buy some merch, I'll do it. Go to tripjacketapparel.com.
Buy some merch.
Get a hoodie. Get a shirt. I'm wearing the TJM Records trackies right now. They're pretty good.
I think I'm going to go online and buy one after this, legit. Because
Hey,
I've got one.
Afterpay's on there. What are you
Is
waiting
it
for?
hoodie now? Because I got the jumper without the hoodie.
Yeah, there's hoodies on there. Yeah, there's heaps of shit on there, man. Well, we got to pick up the advertising a lot.
Yeah.
Plans, man. Plans in the work. We're doing a lot. I've been thinking. I kind of want to do a show at the end of the year. Maybe
Show?
we can find a venue, TJ.
Why haven't you done a fucking show, bro?
We could do it. It's easy, man. It's fucking easy.
Yeah, I'm down.
We just need a place, a venue. That's all we need. $10 entry. We have enough people that
Greenwood
come.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't forget, by then I'm not going to be working, man. I'm going to be
That's it.
fucking trading, living the life, boys. So I'm telling
stay
you.
tuned. Maybe
So,
TJM Record show.
We're going to cheers here to good fortune and to
Episode 60 of FireCast.
and-
Thank you for watching.
and
Thank you
to
for
wealth.
listening. Thank you to health, wealth, mind, body, soul.
Yeah, bro. All that
Appreciate
shit.
all the
Right.
fans. Appreciate Joey, our recent addition to the show. Everyone's
this
been
shit,
loving
bro.
Joey. Joey's
Love
a
this
great
shit.
talker. We
And-
got him, man.
And it's easy, bro. Coming here, it's not like it's a normal conversation.
Doesn't
like
feel
with the-
forced.
No.
In the
Right.
car on the way here, we're talking the same shit.
Same
Bro,
shit,
no
bro.
cap, bro. The DMs I get about you, Joey, is unreal.
People loving
People
I love that shit, bro.
love.
I love
They
that shit.
love the Joey K.
All
edition.
right.
So how do we do it first? Is it lemon first or salt first?
Lick,
Isn't it?
Lick,
Suck
sip,
it.
Suck.
Just start sucking your
Yeah.
dick.
3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
The pussies.
You need the lemon. Episode 60, bitch. Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Mexicans love this shit, eh?
Yeah, man.
Right,
Cypress Hill. That's at Cypress Hill.
The stereotype over there is not. It's no cap. We were getting burritos and cunts were drinking tequila while just getting a burrito. It was insanity.
It was like
insanity.
you're in a big Guzman and Gomez store
Bro,
the whole time.
It was.
Guzman y Gomez. Speak pipe. Let's get it.
So here we go. We've only got 4 speak pipes today. You guys are getting lazy, so that's all right. We'll come up with a little incentive to pick it back up. Don't you worry about that.
That's all right, man.
By the way, too, I come up with an idea. Oh yes, I come up with an idea too. Once I hit a very special magic number in my trading account, which I'm fucking a lot closer than I expect already. I'm a lot closer than I thought I would be in only a month. But once I get to that very special number, you heard it here first. I'm going to give money to my mum. I'm going to withdraw some money and give it to my mother. I'm not even going to use it for myself. I'm going to give it straight to my mum, and then we're going to do a giveaway on the show.
Money, real money.
It's going to be just straight money.
Tangible
Obviously,
money.
The rule is going to be you have to be over the age of 18 because
And a fan.
the way that it's going to work. Now, here's the idea I've got. You two tell me if you like it, right? So for an actual fan to get involved in the giveaways, during one of our episodes, we're going to have a little code word. And we're going to say it randomly in the show. So someone has to listen to the podcast
To get the money.
to hear the word, and then they must enter on the Discord and tell me the word.
Gets them more involved.
Once you send me the word, you get your name put on the wheel, and then on the next episode of FireCast, we will draw the wheel live. That
I
winner.
fuck with that.
What do you two reckon?
I fuck with that.
I do because it gets everyone more involved as well.
Not
and
just that
like-
too. I want
You know they're real
I
fans.
want to reward the actual listeners.
Yeah,
and
because-
even if there's only 2 people who give me the code word,
Doesn't matter.
It's only
but
2
you'd
people.
you'd rather them 2 motherfuckers get
Exactly right.
Then someone who just sees it and
Yeah.
is like,
Hey,
oh, I
can
can
we-
get
can-
money here quick. Just,
Exactly right.
Can we go over 2 hours today, or is that too much?
it's a special. I'm happy to do it. I'm
Like,
happy.
Mate,
I mean, if we're flowing,
I'm
bro.
winning, man. I would sit here for 5 hours if I have to.
Bro, if
I
we're- if
love
we're
this
flowing,
shit.
like-
Man, I love
Hey,
this shit.
we've done it before. If we
Yeah.
really have to, we cut it into 2 episodes. Episode 60, episode 61.
Okay.
Special edition.
Yeah, no, but
if we have to.
I like
I'm
flowing.
down. I'm down.
I'm chilling
bro.
right now.
Let's
bro.
go. Let's get it.
Let's fucking go.
That's shade, boys.
I love it. These ears starts feeling tipsy, bro.
All right, boys. So you heard it here first.
Getting
Giveaway
loose,
soon.
man.
Giveaway soon, Mama. I'm going to give you some money. So because I know she listens.
She's
to
listening, so you have to back this up.
Does your,
now.
I'm
does
telling
your
you.
mum listen to all of them?
Oh, every episode.
She's our biggest fan.
Every episode.
I told
That's
Chloe,
so cool, man. Because a lot of parents like they're supportive.
Get a
but
real
it's different.
job, yeah.
It's different with being supportive and not really like being
But hold on,
involved.
right? In saying that too, right? Think of it. Our mum, she knows that we're onto something here. Like, so she's probably sitting there like, "Come on, get the money already."
She's always said
Like-
too that growing up, she knew we were gonna be well off.
Yeah,
And I had that feeling too.
And
I knew we were gonna be. I just know this. My life isn't a 9 to 5.
Yeah, but I think that would have been more because she was biased. Because how are you supposed to know if your
Every-
baby, bro? You're not
Every
sitting
mum
there in the
says
car
that.
like,
Yeah.
cook, cook, cook,
Obviously,
cook. You go,
but
oh.
hey, real shit
every mum
Real
says
shit.
that about their kids.
is coming though.
But I mean, now
Mum right
proof's-
now is going
proof's
like
in the pudding.
Okay,
you know?
come on, like, this cunt's making a bit of juice
This
on the
guy's wearing a-
trading.
this guy's wearing a hot dog suit.
She's
Yeah.
waiting, bro. Like she's waiting. So I'm gonna give her some money in that.
Shout out,
so
mama.
let's go first. Speak pipe from the returning champion, Megalodon. He's sent one every week
I
so far.
fucking
bro.
love
Megalodon,
Megalodon,
bro.
man.
Every-
Mad cunt.
he-
Fuck,
he-
we gotta get a track, man. Megalodon, send me a beat, bro.
I'll send him a beat.
All right,
I'm waiting for him to
let's
Stop
get it.
being a holdout,
Let's
Megalodon.
get it.
see if this works, boys. Am I connected?
So I almost forgot to put in my speak pipe, but here I am. I'm doing my duty. I'm contributing and making myself sound like a fuckwit, which I'm used to, so don't worry about it. But I saw the topic this week. Good topic. As far as regrets, I kind of look at regret differently. All the stupid shit I've done in the past that I'm not proud of, I don't regret it because they were lessons for me to be a better person and turn into a better version of myself. So I don't regret what I've done. I'm not proud of it, but yeah, I'm happy that I did it because I am who I am now and I don't act that way anymore. I do, however, regret the fact that I didn't take full advantage of when my kids were going through childhood. You know, I didn't spend enough time appreciating that. That sucks. They're all grown now. You know, my youngest is almost 10, so yeah. But I've still got a lifetime to go with them, which makes me happy still. But as for advice, I'm always keen for some new advice, fellas, so chuck some at me. Maybe I'll swallow it and learn from it and maybe regurgitate it back at someone else who needs it. So give me what you got. Fucking bring it.
I love this cunt.
This guy-
man.
He's very well spoken,
He is.
and
I love this guy.
self-aware.
We're going to get him on for like a Zoom call and that because they're from Brizzy. But so he'd obviously mean from like music and that. But yeah, I agree. Look, I don't have children. I'm sure DZ can relate more.
Oh yeah.
You've really just got to soak up when they're a kid, eh? Like really fucking take.
It goes so quick. You
Right.
hear it, you hear it, and you hear it, and you hear it, and you hear
Yeah.
it. Nothing drills it in. When you're watching it, it goes so fucking quick, man. My daughter's already almost 2, man. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that is insane.
it goes so quick.
That is insane, man.
Ridiculously quick.
Isn't it 1 to 4? Because physically they change dramatically. 1 to 4 or 1 to 5.
It's unbelievable.
So-
It sucks because I work full time now. Okay, so I go to work for a week. I come home and she's different. She's saying new words. She's doing new things she couldn't do
It's
before.
only been a couple hours, eh? Like
The next week, I don't see her. She's with my missus at home all day. I come home and she's doing new shit and she's
Yeah,
doing, and I'm missing it because I'm fucking working. But it goes. I'm grateful I had that first year off. That's really important. I'm very grateful. But yeah, you got to be present with your kids, man.
Rose obviously a stay-at-home mum, obviously, right?
stay-at-home mum,
So
yeah.
how do you find that doing off one wage, bro? Does she get
Yeah,
a bit of
how-
a benefit? Does she get a bit of a benefit from the government?
There has to
She
be.
gets a Centrelink.
There
But
has to
it
be.
is not.
It's
It's
abysmal.
not.
It's
It's not
abysmal.
very good.
But would her? I know this is a bit off topic, but would her Centrelink thing go towards like Doves, like nappies or this and that or
have to,
whatever,
right? And then, yeah.
your wage would go to just
Groceries, fucking
living.
bills.
It's kind of like we share the
I don't
load.
know how you do it, bro.
but
He's rent and you do it off one wage.
Rose. Well, at the moment we're living with Rose's mum. We're trying to move out to get our own place. It's hard these days renting, but anyway, we're working on that. But so we're grateful for that. I only pay 150 rent. But in terms of like Rose is, I'm very grateful Rose is very, very good with money. Very good. I don't know how she
seems
stretches.
wise. I haven't met her, but I feel like she's like
wise beyond her years.
Yeah,
she's like a wise old owl.
I've never met her ever, but I feel like
I got a real
just
good
from
one.
what you've said. That's all.
Wise old owl.
She might be listening. She might not. She listens.
Does she listen?
Sometimes. To not all of them. She just doesn't have the time.
Of
My
course.
daughter's a handful, bro. But she does listen. But yeah, she'll like this part anyway. She likes when I fucking bring her up and shit. But
Of course she does.
she's a good one, man. And she's very good looking. If you haven't seen my missus, you're missing out. She's very good looking. But she's very smart, very wise. She's wise beyond her years. I'm very grateful. She's very good with our daughter. It's almost ready. Let me just say this, right? I grew up my whole life up until I had my daughter. Asked my parents, asked our stepdad, everyone. I always said I don't want kids.
Yeah, this guy. Fucking hell, man.
Never want kids, ever. Rose got pregnant. It wasn't a happy pregnancy. When it first happened, I was like, holy shit.
What was the initial?
I was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Seriously, it was bad. It was not a happy thing.
Yeah,
And
wow.
we weren't in the best place either. We were a bit rocky.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's my fault. But and then, once I had my daughter, now like it would be such a shame if Rose wasn't a mum. She is such a good mum.
Do you think she had that maternal like way about her? Some
Always.
women are just maternal. Like
Yeah.
you can imagine them with a kid before.
She is made for it. She is
there's
such a good mum.
There's some women whose life goal is to be a mother.
So
Rose would be one of them.
I'm very grateful. She's so wise. She's so smart. Everything she does, and a lot of people, it's a bit sad because I say, look, I know everyone thinks their missus is very good looking, all right, but my missus is very good looking. Okay, I'm telling you. Ask anybody who knows who she is. Anyway, but
I need proof, bro.
but
I feel like all three of us have very good looking girls.
But the thing is, like a lot of people judge her because she's blonde. And a lot of people, she gets a lot of judgment.
Yeah.
And it happens very often, and I see it and I witness it, and it's
From
quite
who?
sad. But just like other girl, and people think she's.
That's usually the good-looking girls get shade thrown at them.
They do though, because they think they're not smart, or they think there's nothing to them. But she's very deep. She's such a good mother. I got a good one, and we've been together since we were 14.
Bro, what's the secret, bro?
It's hard. It's been hard when you're that young. We broke up for a couple months. My fault.
Yeah.
But
it's not all sunshine and rainbows like the movies. People think relationships are
work.
easy, but I feel like when you got to work for it, I feel like a lot of people give up, especially nowadays with Instagram and Facebook and Tinder or whatever the fuck people are on. There's so many avenues and options and easy ways out because there's so much more to choose from in terms of like back in the day your grandparents would send a messenger pigeon to the fucking to the missus just to send, you know what I mean, and you'd be like, oh, are we getting married? We're getting married.
Want to fuck you.
Yeah but nowadays people mistake, I guess, lust for love. So you're like oh, this isn't easy like in the movies, so I better fucking call it quits, when really it's like people, I guess, go through shit, and I've learned that recently. But it's worth it. So like what you're saying is like you've had your ups and downs, but right now like you're sitting pretty. Like he's a golden.
Having a kid for some people makes the relationship worse. It's made it. We're the best. We're the best right now. I love my little family, and it's my advice for a long-term relationship is that it is.
What was the question?
It's a commitment. There was no question yet. We just went
no.
Shit.
Megalodon said basically he missed the 10.
part.
He missed the
we're
first
talking
10.
about the- sorry. I thought
We will get to it.
No, sorry.
We will get to it.
No, keep going. No.
But DZ will wrap it up with Megalodon's
No,
answer.
I'm an idiot.
Anyway.
I just thought we were answering someone's question.
I forgot too, but us three. Anyway,
No, that's mad.
us three. Okay, we've all been in our relationships for quite a while. You're only a year behind Rose and I.
Yeah. We in college on 8 years.
Almost
4 years.
Yeah, so it's been a while. Yeah.
So, and we're all getting pretty old, So it's like that's what you do. And my advice for a long-term relationship is it's a commitment, and you have to remember that it's not always sunshine and rainbows, especially when you live in the same house.
Oh, that's
you're not living with Tori,
Not yet,
but almost
essentially.
pretty much.
That's when it gets rough.
When you're living together, you got to understand it's okay to have your own space. It's okay to go off in the living room and sit on the TV for 3 hours while she's out doing something else. You don't have to be conjoined at the hip, but it's a commitment. Remember that. It's not always sunshine. You might think, fuck, man, if my missus is doing my head in, I could just go and get these girls that really want me or whatever and blah, blah, blah. But like, it's a lot of people, they're not in a long-term relationship for the sake of it. They just love the chase. They love the chase and they find themselves here and they're like, fucking hell, you know, like, I'm getting over this. If you really want a long-term relationship, just remember it's a commitment.
Yeah.
Every
compromise.
Every successful man or successful business has a strong woman behind it.
Hell,
you know, the three of us, you know, we're running this fucking business. We're running FireCast. We've all got strong women that we go home to.
Yeah,
so just always don't forget that.
Yeah, like I haven't met Rose because I can't speak on it, but by the sounds of
legit.
it, like that's facts. You know what I mean?
I was about to say the same thing. Tori, Chloe, and Rose. To me, they're strong women.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Strong women.
And like, I don't know. Like they're all different in their own ways, I guess. But like, still strong women, right? Like they're not just like your typical fucking.
Yeah, it's not.
I always think about I say this to Rose too when we're just together. I think like, I wonder what Iggy's like with Chloe when it's just them, or like.
Oh, bro.
And I'd love to know what you and Tori are like.
I'll tell you what. This is me.
You,
this is Tori, right? And this is me.
Yeah, sure.
And this is Tori, right? We've had 53 hugs in 4 minutes. Even today, bro, I'm like, I'm feeling clingy as today.
He's the clingy one.
Yeah, bro, I'm clingy as fuck.
I can picture that.
Yeah, hard. But back to Megalodon's answer with him missing the first 10 years and not
really missing it, just being more present. Just more present.
What would you? I know Dove is only 2, 3,
not even
16 months.
Yeah.
16 months. What's that? A year and
a bit.
Just say a year and a bit, bro. 16 months makes her seem like 75 years old. No, but like, but I know she's not 10 yet, right? But you being a father, you obviously would be the first to kind of answer this. But like, what would you advise to Megalodon? He's not missed, but not been as present. What would your advice be? I mean, roundabout way.
If I'm completely honest, it's something I'd like to be better at too. I'm terrible. If I have music. Yeah, if there's music I'm doing, I hate eating dinner.
Yeah,
just 2 nights ago, I was like, "Fuck this dinner!" Like, fucking, I gotta quickly. Like, it's such a waste of my time. I need to be doing this music right now.
Yeah,
I have to get it done right now. I gotta rap, write, record. And Rose knows that, and Rose tells me, and she warns me. She's like, you know, Dove sleeps from freaking 8 o'clock to whatever. You know, you could really be using this time to spend with your daughter. Instead, I'm sitting here at the computer. So it's something I would like to improve on, but I think I am pretty good because I'm conscious of it. So I try to, when I catch myself, you don't have a daughter yet, but you like kids.
Iggy likes kids? Come on, bro. Iggy doesn't. Sorry, you like kids, but if you had a kid, you would love it. Of course but I'm saying, like, I like kids until I'm nursing I'm babysitting my niece and nephew for 4 hours, and I'm like, I'm texting my sister like,
pick this
please,
kid up.
I know they're blood, but I'm about to slam their face in the kitchen.
How do you think you'd be as a father, though?
I think I'd be great. I know it's hard to say because I don't have a kid, but I feel like I'd be, even Chloe warns me, she's like, you're going to be way too relaxed. Yeah. Like, I'm going to literally be the dad who, like, sits here gaming with the kid, like, in a hamster ball kind of thing, just, like, fucking around. And I'm just, like, because most relationship arguments I've had with my girlfriend has been because of what I'm trying to pursue. Because, like, you guys I can't even explain to you guys the shit I was doing when I was, like, studying music. That era of my life, that 2 years, was the best years of my life, but also the darkest years of my life. For the fact where I turned into a hermit. I'm talking, bro. I was roof tiling and all that shit, right? Working in this, and then I went from roof tiling to warehousing because that little area of my life. I was literally, boys, no cap, I was going to work every day for almost 2 years on about 2 hours sleep. Because I was coming home and I was making music. I was watching tutorials. I was fucking around on FL, and I was drinking between 4 to 5 coffees a day. This is no joke. This is when I was living at my Weller's house. You can ask my auntie, bro. We had a coffee machine and everything, bro. I was fucking coming home from work at like 5 p.m. I was having a coffee to keep me awake. Because like, no time for sleeping, no time for napping. Yeah. I was having a coffee. Everyone knows when you have a coffee after fucking 1 o'clock, 2 p.m., That's danger. That's danger zone.
Yeah.
That's danger zone because you know you're going to struggle to sleep that night.
Yeah.
I was coming home, bro, and I was bang, 2 shots of coffee, boom, on FL Studio, work, and my missus would come home, and it was just like we weren't, and again, my fault. We weren't spending. I've learned now a lot better how to balance what my business and my relationship, because I was coming home, and I was not talking, bro. Like I was a robot, same as him. I wasn't eating, bro. Like I either wasn't eating or I was scoffing dinner.
Yeah.
3-4 spoonfuls, gluk. Coffee, back on that fucking headphones on. Okay, fuck, I got to do this mix. I got to master. I got to fucking do this, release music. I got an assignment for fucking school. It was full on, bro. It was insane. It was, and this shit fucking happened. It almost fucking tore me and Chloe. It almost tore us apart, bro. It almost this close to, like, you know what I mean? Is it really a relationship when unless you've both packed up your bags, threatened to leave, but then you both come back? Like, come on. That's what we were doing, bro. No cap. No cap. It was bad, bro. Again, my own fault.
But that goes back to ups and downs. Do you know what I mean?
I was pursuing this shit to the.
But it's not like you were out there fucking chasing fucking pussy. You were literally trying to pursue something, but it was kind of consuming.
I'm a little bit the same, but the thing is though, like, it's gonna pay off.
That's what that was my argument to her.
But they just worry that what if it doesn't? You know
exactly.
what I mean?
So we got another one from Meg, which only goes for 20 seconds. So I don't know if this is like a follow up so we'll just play that.
I don't know what order you're listening to these in. I'll put a number 2 on it just in case. But I wanted to point out that last week, FriendlyFire really fucked up the plot of Soul. He got it wrong. Wasn't way off, but wasn't exact either. So I just want you to apologise to our American friends playing at home, bro. It's not cool, all right? Be better.
I was thinking that
That's
when
what
you
happened.
were talking about Soul. I'm like, what is this guy?
What happened then? So
What did you say?
Bro, so the guy fucking dies and they all go to the fucking next
and
realm.
he can see his family or something, you said? I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No, he can see his old life and shit. And he's trying to get back to his body.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes. What am I talking about?
What do you mean he can see his old life? What are you talking about?
So he
comes back as a cat and shit, and he's a cat, and he's.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. He's a cat, like fucking.
What are you?
You say something so not. That's
First
what
of
I
all,
meant.
It's funny. I remember thinking that when you explained. I'm like, all right, anyway, whatever. But let him go on.
Okay. First of all, I will not fucking apologize for nothing. Fuck the American, right?
Is this the last speak?
No, we still got 2 more. We got 2 more.
Okay, go for one.
Okay, so I do apologize. Sometimes the stories will get a little bit off, wrong in that, but again,
Sometimes very off.
but
with this guy.
that's why you take everything we say with a little bit of
Grain of salt.
Grain of salt, right? So here we got one from Mr. Marshmallow Muffin Man.
Yo, it's your boy Marshmallow McMuffin Man. I just wanted to see if I could get just to see if I could get the advice from you guys. So the situation, right, is that like the situation that I just need the advice on is
Better be good. He doesn't have anything.
Who the fuck is this?
You know what? Actually,
Is that
I don't
fucking-
think I need the advice anymore.
Is that Pierce?
Oh, that dog motherfucker.
Fucking Pierce.
Oh,
Right,
I
and-
fucking love
Piers
this comment.
is the biggest troll. He reminds me of a friend that I have. There's always that
hilarious.
one friend that you don't know. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time with Pierce to know, but if he's anything like my friend, you don't know sometimes when he's taking the
piss or not, yeah.
or if he's being dead set. And sometimes when he's being dead set, you're like, oh, you motherfucker. And he goes,
You know, the funny thing about Pierce, I love you, cunt. He is my day one.
This
bro.
guy-
We've been friends for such a long time. This guy, right? He is so smart and switched on in real life.
Yeah, but he acts like an
In
idiot.
real
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
in business, and just when he's talking to strangers and like going
yeah.
about business.
Yeah.
But when he's with his mates, I've never heard
Right.
this guy utter a serious word once. He's always taking the piss. He's saying the dumbest shit.
I guess that's how you get that
ever.
balance, bro. If you get that balance, if you're so good in that realm and you're so serious, or you say whatever, you say switched on, maybe it's good that he has
He's
that.
an insurance broker, like a full-on
Mate,
big time.
Well, no,
Like,
but see,
he does, like-
that's why they're the best kind of people. Right, this is no cap, right? So obviously I do the trading and that, and I talk about it on Instagram. But at work, I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it at all. No one knows. And at work, I fuck around to the point where like
you piss people off.
Yeah. All I do is fuck around at work, right? And then so one day, right, I was looking at the charts, but I was kind of like a bit away, and I didn't realize that one of my work buddies had come up behind me, and he was looking at my phone, and I was looking at the charts, and he's like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And I was like, he scared the fuck out of me. And mind you, this guy's a way older bloke. He's like maybe 50. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, you know, like just, yeah, it's just like this kind of like side thing I'm doing. And he goes, what the fuck? He goes, what, are you looking at stocks and that? I'm like, it's kind of like stocks. It's called Forex. And of course, explain it to me. What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm like, well, fuck. I'm like, you know, just like I trade it on the side here and there, whatever, yada, yada, yada. He's like, what the, he's like, bullshit. He's like, you know, how much money have you made? Like, whatever. I'm like, oh, well, you know, like this was a couple of weeks ago, mind you. And at the time, I'm like, well, you know, I've only made like fucking $1,100 this month. He goes, what? He goes, 1,100. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, how'd you do that? Blah, blah, blah. If I give you money, could you do it for me? I'm like, no. I'm like, hold on a second. And then he made me explain to him how it worked. And then he made me show him my Pepperstone account where it's all green and red. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. I'm like, fucking hell, man. And he's looking, he's going, he says, how come you act like a fucking idiot here then all the time? And I'm just laughing. I'm like, hey, you never show all your cards, mate. You never show all your cards. So now this cunt knows what I'm doing on the side, and he's always asking me every now and then, like, he's like, all right, well, like.
But also, you're not going to be doing your job fucking being like on the Forex trading.
Exactly,
I feel like
right.
In reality, it's like you like to have a good laugh. You're very like, don't take life too serious. But it's just funny how they put you in a box because you act like that. So
that's all you do.
Oh, this cunt is just literally a dead shit, or he doesn't really have it. But really, you go back and you do whatever. But like, you need that, bro. I reckon it's a fucking release. Because imagine if you were just so
serious all the time.
Like Pierce, for example. Like if he's so serious with everyone, or not serious, but he's good at, you know, his job or with other people, he's very smart. But then obviously with his mates, he just like takes a piss because you're comfortable. You've been fucking boys for how long now? Like, same deal.
The funniest thing is that they think I'm an idiot, but I'm making more money than all of them.
Oh, no.
That's what I was going to say.
No. Hold on.
That's the funniest part.
Hey, he is an idiot, but he also but he's also making more money.
By the way, listen, a lot of you.
So who's a real idiot?
You're exactly right, bro.
A lot of you listen on Spotify. If you don't know, we have a table full of drinks right now. FriendlyFire is just as a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm just as Mario, and Joey's a spaceman. If you're listening on Spotify, you can
go to the YouTube, man.
Yeah, you get a little bit more of what we're talking about.
We're definitely not sober, and I hope that I know we have good chats. I feel every podcast, but I feel like this one is a bit more like, don't take, like we said before, take some of the shit we say.
Like
60 episodes, motherfucker.
Grain of
fucking salt.
Yeah, we're letting loose, man.
One more speak pipe. It's called Not Pierce.
Then we'll get back to that advice. Not Pierce. All right, I wonder who this is.
So, it's your boy, Long Dick, Short Foreskin. I just wanted to ask you a question and see your views on this, because I think it's definitely a good topic for you boys to elaborate on. So I just wanted to see what your comments were on the intricacies on the socio-economic situation in Swahili, and just also, you know, in comparison to the schematic vibrations, you know, on the topic. So yeah,
schematic
guys,
vibrations.
Elaborate, that'd be awesome. As always, you know, keep your foreskin long and your dick short. Lads, enjoy.
Dick short.
Okay, that was complete troll.
This guy.
I don't know anything about Swahili.
And that motherfucker knew that. He knew that whole thing was a troll. That guy knew we didn't know anything in Swahili.
You will never get a serious word out of this guy. Seriously.
Yeah, get my fucking.
All right,
talking about Swahili.
Is that the last?
That's the last one, man. That's the last. So again, shout out you, Meg, bro. So
our advice is probably from this point on going to be a lot worse than it was at the start of the show. The next one, anonymous. Someone says, shout out you if you follow us on Instagram, by the way, and you respond to the polls. Someone says, motivates you to do hard work. Advice for getting hard work done. All right?
Ooh,
hit me.
Love this question.
My man.
It's my turn to start.
Take it away. Hard work. How do you get hard work done?
Tipsy as fuck.
Yeah,
we're getting loose
I'm
here.
smashed. So my turn to start about
Hard work.
how to get hard work done.
Advice for getting hard
Yeah.
work done.
So obviously everyone's definition of hard work is different.
I've been meaning to ask you. Hang on, the cold showers. You still doing them?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's so good. Love it.
The only thing is that I'm struggling with the cold showers is for some weird reasons I don't do them on weekends. I just forget to do them. I did one last night and it's getting hard because now it's getting colder.
Yeah.
And bro,
Hey, don't lie, right? You don't do it all the time, mate.
No. I've been doing them every day, Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. I don't do them.
Look at me in the
Bro,
eye for 3 seconds.
Mine
Don't
been-
smile. Do you do it every day for 5 days?
I take a cold shower every day for 5 days.
Mine have been getting shorter. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Saturday and Sunday, don't do them. And then I get to Sunday Arvo and I go, fuck, I haven't done them. I'm like, fuck. And then it kicks back on. So I can't keep a consistent schedule.
That's
Right.
balls, bro.
But anyway,
It
hard
is-
work.
it
That
is
comes
getting
part
hard.
of it. I asked that
Okay,
because
so-
cold shower hard work.
So it comes down to, again, it all leads back to the first thing we said. And it's just fucking do it. Bro, just do it. If you need to prove to yourself first that you're hungry enough to do whatever it is you want to do, not to anyone else, because no one else gives a fuck about what you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're fucking doing. I don't fucking know. Your fucking best mate won't give a fuck what you're doing. Yeah, you can talk about it and relate. But again, it's like Joey said, when you're talking to your mates, it's kind of always more like everything's a little bit of like a muck around. Kind of like you'll be right.
Especially men.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's fucking cool. You know what I mean? I've been fucking making fucking over $100 a day trading. Not one of my mates has asked me, oh, what the hell are you doing? Not one. And I'm posting this shit on Instagram every fucking day. It's all strangers that are asking me, what the fuck am I doing? Not once, but I can guarantee you when I fucking make $1,500 in one trade, then my mates are going to go, what the hell are you doing? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to prove to yourself first that you're hungry enough to do whatever it is you're doing, and then everyone else will fucking sort of jump on board and sort of give a fuck. But to get the hard work done, that's the hard part in itself. It's proving it to yourself, to you.
You have to back yourself.
You got to back yourself, bro. You got to be confident, and then you know what I mean. Everyone will be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then it will kind of seem like it's easier. But to get it done, bro, if you have to, write a schedule, journal, fucking calendar. Put a calendar on your fucking fridge. Okay, at 7 o'clock on Monday, I got this on Tuesday, I got this on Wednesday, I got this on you know what I mean? You just got to fucking do it, bro. Like, you have a big day at work. That's no excuse to just go home on the lounge and watch fucking Netflix and fucking jack off and then go to bed. No, you get home from work late. You fucking do what you got to do. If you got to work fucking tired the next day, so fucking be it.
Still jack off though.
Yeah, like so fucking be it, bro. You got to put yourself first, not work, not fucking anyone else. You put yourself first.
It's how bad you want it.
It's how bad you want it. Again, like I said, if you think you want to do, I want to fucking take up ice skating. You go to the ice rink fucking every week for 3 months, and then on the 4th month you don't go. You don't really fucking want it that bad. So stop fucking wasting everyone's time and stop wasting your own time. But if you really fucking want it, you will go every fucking weekend for a whole year. And then you'll realize at the end of that year, you know what? I've picked this up. I'm pretty fucking good at it. You know what I mean? That's the juice, bro. But you need to get there. You need to fucking get there, bro. Like, it's not going to get handed to you, bro. So you got to put the hard work in. Whatever it is you want to do, my friend, you fucking do it. And if you have to schedule it out, and I mean to the T. Okay, wake up at 6 a.m., get to work by 7, whatever the fuck it is you may be doing. Get home at 3 p.m. Okay, so I shower, have afternoon tea, maybe 4 o'clock. You've got from 4 p.m. till you go to bed to do whatever it is you got to do.
If you want it bad enough.
DZ?
Well, I was going to say, you're a hard-working guy. You got your own business. If you don't know, Joey does everything himself, self-made, own business, 5 days a week. How do you get hard work done? You go to the gym. I see you at the gym. We go to the same gym.
Yeah.
I see him there, pumping the squats. My man
Love
is a
it.
beast in the gym.
Ass to grass, baby.
Eating good, looking good.
Thanks, bro.
How do you get hard work done?
Bro, it's hard. It's fucking hard. I'm always battling with myself mentally. Like, it's never like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm not just gonna fake and be like fucking The Rock and be like, yo, I'm out here in Iron Paradise, just good. Bro, I am the like, I'm like, if I didn't try every day, I'd do fucking nothing, bro. I could be a stay-at-home dad. If Tori earned that fucking cheddar cheese, I could be a stay-at-home dad and never have to work again. But I feel like every day you're trying to have to conquer that inner bitch voice, because your inner bitch is the comfort voice, which is like, take a sickie today. You don't need to work.
You deserve it.
You're not going to be begging on the streets of fucking Sydney. You know what I mean? You're not going to be homeless. So just have a day off. But it's about maybe just, because everyone's going to have that, right? Some people don't more than others. I have it a lot, but I have to try and battle that every day. So I would say, like, just try to fight that voice, because you'll always have it, being like, take the easy route. Less resistance. The path of least resistance is what your brain will always go to, because it's just comfort. We're creatures of comfort nowadays. We're not a hard generation. We're soft as fuck. But I would say learn to beat that inner bitch voice more so than not. You're always going to have days where you pull the plug and you go, fuck this. It's unrealistic. Like, I have it every now and then. Less so that I have my own business. When I worked for someone, I was much sickies. Fucking, they used to call me RDO Joe or Sicko Joe, because I used to take that many sickies. Yeah. But lately, there's more, you know, I fucking try to get money myself. No one's really in charge of what I do. So I need to just beat that inner bitch voice, basically, because I'm not going to lie and say it's not there. It's there. Like, I don't want to be fucking getting out of bed at 10 to 5 every morning or whatever the fuck. Like, no one wants to do that. But just like, not just conquering that inner bitch voice, but when you do the hard work, put everything into it. Like, don't go half-assed, because
always do your best.
Especially in an industry like I'm in as well, it follows you. Like, oh, Joey's work's pretty fucking dodgy, yeah. And especially being your own business, when I was under someone, working for someone, I could take the piss a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I do something a bit dodgy, I'm like, oh, it's the company's fault. It's not mine.
Exactly.
But I have my name on it. So 2 things for me in short: conquer your inner bitch. Like, tell that bitch, no way, I can rest on the weekend, or I can do it some other time. But get up, fucking work, do whatever this hard work requires, and just reap the rewards later, you know what I mean? But you can have fucking relaxed days. You can take time for yourself. Don't feel bad for having a day off here and there, but most of the time, conquer your inner bitch and just fucking think about bigger picture. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that, because my biggest advice for this piece is the inner bitch, man. The inner bitch is the biggest motivator. I finish the gym. So when we're talking about the cold showers, I take my cold showers after I work out. I work out in the morning. I work out from about 7:20, to maybe 8:40. I start work at 9, So I have about an hour, give or take. I have a shower at work, and that's when I do my cold shower. Quickly cold shower before I get changed into my uniform. And I go across the street to work, because my work's across the street from the gym. And that inner bitch is the biggest motivator. There's been so many times where I'm like, fuck the cold shower. I don't even need a shower. I didn't sweat.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, now that I've thought of it, I'm like, I'm going to live the rest of the day knowing I gave into the inner bitch, man. Yep. Conquer your inner bitch. You'll feel better, man. I have a cold shower, even though it's been shorter lately. I go in there, I rinse, do my armpits, do my dick, do my whatever.
Dick takes about 15 minutes for you.
Yeah. and then, but I feel better afterwards. I'm glowing. I'm like, I did that. I wanted to quit, but I did it.
Can I tell you one little thing? They had recent studies where you shouldn't have an ice therapy, like cryo or ice bath or ice shower, right after training.
I've heard that.
So you should do it.
I've heard that.
Sauna after gym.
Yeah, don't you want warm? Yeah, don't you want heat? Yeah, your muscles want heat.
Because when you have the cold, it atrophies. It does the opposite.
I've heard that, but still, I know
it wakes you the fuck up.
At night, I prefer to have a warm shower, and then at the end of the warm shower, not always, but sometimes I do the cold at the end.
Oh yeah,
sometimes
just for a little bit extra juice.
Actually, most of the time, like a couple seconds, cold shower all the way. But I've heard that about. But you know what the thing is though. No matter what side of the fence you sit on, what argument you support, you'll find a million reasons why this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, and then why the
other million reasons.
And that's only for people that really want muscle growth. If you just want to look like, because how you look now, you look good now, right? But if you look fucking shoulders.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Your shoulders a bit fat.
Sorry,
forgot you on the Bluetooth.
No, I'm trying to look up where my my notes are, because I've got them like all TikTok videos and notes and shit saved. So I've got to.
Best way to make drum patterns. Iggy's a producer. You could chop through this while I piss. There's not much left. I've got 4 pieces of advice left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
how to make drum patterns for the producers out there.
I'm just trying to quickly see.
Take it away, Iggy.
What other notes?
Friendly fire on this shit.
Fucking drum pattern.
And this is the type of advice. Do you know how we said that some advice you shouldn't follow? This is the advice you should follow. And if you don't, go fuck yourself.
This is the one that you listen to because I know what I'm fucking talking about, right? So,
let's go.
Drum patterns, man. Fuck, that could be... Man, bro, I don't know what DAW you're using, right? But for example, on FL Studio, you got the step sequencer, right? The step sequencer, it literally has the boxes. So the first beat in a bar, right? It's got those boxes lit in a light grey. And then the next bar or the next beat, it's got them in a different shade of grey. So you can literally see, you don't even have to know what music theory is. You don't even have to know how to count music. You can open up FL Studio and you can see the step sequencer and it's got different shaded colours of greys. So obviously you know that each shaded area means something different. Obviously it means each fucking beat in a bar, right? So you can just put kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare on a different color of that fucking grey, and it's going to make you a fucking drum beat, bro. But to get better at it, number one tip would be transients. Transients is so fucking important in drums, but not just in music in general, but with drums. If you really push those transients, especially, so example, if you've got a kick drum, what I've learned is you get a transient shaper, you get the attack knob, right? If you pump that threshold, maybe like I'm talking you thrash that threshold like way above normal, it's going to give you that fucking really intense hard out like so you can pump that fucking that threshold, turn down the attack or turn down the shape, and you've got yourself a really nice fucking kick. Then obviously you compress it and all that fucking garbage, but it all just comes down to just fucking experiment, bro. Just like if it sounds good, bro, you rock with it. That's the number one thing about music. Doesn't matter if he likes it, if he likes it, if he likes it. If it fucking sounds good to you,
run with it.
You fucking run with it, because it's like DZ said before. You could be a fucking person who likes braiding poodle hair, and to you it sounds weird talking about it. But you fucking find out there's groups of people that like to braid poodle hair.
Or doodle hair.
Doodle hair.
Whatever you're into.
But you know there's going to be people that fucking rock with it or fuck with it. Even if they don't like what you've done, there's going to be people who kind of understand what you were trying to do.
You know what's
You know what I mean?
What's funny that you say that
The mustache is on his eyebrows.
is because, right, earlier, just before, if you don't know, Friendly Fire's song, Control, dropped today.
Yes.
Okay? And I was playing it just
Thank
before
you,
I
sir.
came here. And Rose was listening. Rose knew straight away that was a song from you. She knew it was your song. And
I've been told
I've heard
that before.
Chloe say the same thing. You have a particular sound, and artists do that. A lot of artists, you'll know, you can play the first 30 seconds of their song and you know whose song that is. This guy has it. I don't know what it is. You can't put your finger on it. But they also, it's usually a sample, some melodic vocals or something. But you know it's Friendly Fire every time within the first 30 seconds. It's crazy that Rose, who doesn't even indulge in our music that much,
Oh, thank you for the drink, bro.
knew it was you.
Bro, I've been told that before by Mobsy, by Mikey and all that. They said they can know straight away.
A Friendly Fire song sounds like a Friendly Fire song.
And I don't even know. I haven't done, and I'm telling you, I've done nothing. I haven't added like a type of flair or nothing. I'm just making music that I like, and it's become like people can hear it, which is cool. Like it really humbles me that people can like
pick that up.
It's crazy. Like,
but that's
crazy.
because you said like it's you haven't picked up a certain flair. You've just done what you've done. But that's because it's so unique, because you've just done what you've done. You know what I mean? You haven't like. Have you had inspiration from certain producers, or
Of course, bro.
So, but have you incorporated that, or did that, when you say inspiration, did it just make you want to do the thing?
Of course. I'll give you 2 names.
Conductor.
3 names. I'll give you, bro,
I've heard you mention that before.
I'll give you 3 names. Conductor, Odd Future, and Flume.
Oh, nice.
Flume?
Odd Future. That's a
Fuck with Odd Future, man.
Flume, because he's Australian and he invented future bass. Okay, it's got that EDM melodic style. All right, very melodic. A lot of vocals, a lot of female melodic vocals, a lot of weird ass drum beats, offbeat, fucking weird shit. Flume. Okay? Odd Future, just because in general it just sounded like garbage.
But it was good
Let's
garbage.
be real.
It was good.
It was but I don't mean garbage as in it sound like I'm talking the mixes were bad.
On paper.
Offbeat. Yeah.
The mastering was horrible. Half the shit was offbeat. The vocals weren't tuned. I have for a lot
So
of
why
you,
are they your inspiration then? If you have
It's basically it's not what your music professors would tell you to
Exactly
do.
right.
It's off the beaten path.
Yes.
It's different to what they say. This is the right way. Odd Future were like, fuck it. This sounds good to us. Let's do it this way.
Exactly right.
And your music professors will cringe and they'll be like, oh, it's not in key. It's not 12 bars. It's not whatever. They do like fucking 9-bar verses and fucking.
Yeah.
They do random shit.
Yeah.
But to them, they fucking thought it was cool.
Do you motherfuckers know how many songs I've released that's fucking the first drops in the key of F and then the second drops in the key of A sharp minor? And not one of you cunts can hear it. Not one of you guys. No, I've not been messaged
No
once.
one cares.
Not once have I received a message from someone going, "Hey man, how come the drop was in A and then the first drop was in F?" Not fucking one.
But that's
because you
because-
cunts can't hear it.
That's because no one knows, right?
Exactly right.
Yeah, but
Like,
people
but
in the know.
you don't know.
Oh, are you talking about people just the
Just
producers?
Normies don't, but producers and stuff. The only other person who could pick it that I know is M16.
But could
M16.
someone like myself who doesn't know anything about producing,
You
could I,
don't- nah.
but could I still be like, oh, that part of the song's hectic? You're like, oh, that's the F minor or whatever you're talking about.
Probably not. I can't even pick it. I make music.
So it's nothing climactic. It's just a random thing.
It's
Okay.
a very like
It's like a cheesecake maker. Someone who's a professional cheesecake maker, and then a newbie cheesecake maker comes in. They do exactly the recipe to the T. But the professional cheesecake maker will know, oh, you used too much fucking
but the
ganache
eater,
or
the
something.
consumer,
We'll just be like, oh, it's good.
It's just
Doesn't-
cheesecake.
yeah, exactly.
It's good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we got 4 more pieces of advice because I did do an Instagram poll, a brief one. I got a couple of responses. So we'll chew through these. All right.
Yeah,
I want
hectic.
everyone, we're doing rapid fire here.
Yeah, so we'll do more. We'll wrap it up a bit quicker.
Someone wants to know how to cook food to impress the wife.
Oh, okay. That's a okay.
You look like you cook a little bit. Do you?
Okay, so the only reason I look like I cook is because Tori cooks nothing. So out of me and Tori, I'll have to. I think when we move out, I'll have to. That's my
up.
task.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But I feel like you need to cook something that involves a little recipe book, something that's more than throwing fucking spaghetti in the boiling water and getting pasta sauce and
You gotta
throwing
change
through
it up.
You got to do something that you got to follow for a bit, right? And perfect that. And then to the point where you don't have to look at the recipe book anymore, and that's your go-to. Like, know how to cook random shit like pasta. Pasta's pretty easy. But I reckon you should know how to at least do 1 or 2. Don't overstep and try to cook 5, 6, 7 different meals. Pick 1 or 2 dishes, but every now and then,
Change it up.
cook it, right? Every now and then. But then perfect those 2. And then to the point where, yeah, you can cook random shit. Like, it's easy throwing a steak. Have you ever did dinner when you just cook a steak and have a bit of fucking mashed potatoes? Something easy. But all I'm saying is you need to have 1 or 2 proper dishes where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, what's in this? And you're like, oh, a bit of anchovies, a bit of this, bit of fucking random shit. I don't know.
Anchovies.
I don't know. Anchovies if your shit ass, but I love anchovies. But I reckon perfect 1 or 2 kind of semi-complex dishes, but drill that every now and then until you
Yeah.
perfect it. But then everything else, just do nice and easy.
Random, yeah.
But I reckon just don't overextend yourself, right? Unless your missus is fucking Gordon Ramsay or some fucking shit, or your partner, sorry, is Gordon Ramsay. Why the fuck are you trying to do too much? Just learn 1 or 2 dishes that are like, need a bit of recipe to them, but then perfect that, and then that's your go-to.
That's good advice.
I reckon, because why are you trying to do fucking... I'd rather do 2 10 out of 10 dishes than 15 mediocre
Average,
dishes.
yeah.
So unless your partner's meeting you halfway and you're having a fucking cook-off like MKR, then why are you trying to do fucking 10 meals while your missus or your boyfriend's sitting there going... Is that it?
Yeah.
But or make it a thing where she has to get involved or he has to get involved. If you're the one cooking, be like,
Team
I'll
effort.
cook this one, but you cook next week's, and then you both kind of perfect it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I reckon 1 or 2. Focus on 1 or 2 dishes. Try to perfect that motherfucker, and that way, if they're like, "What do you bring to the table?" Be like, "I bring a 10 out of 10 Boscaiola pasta, motherfucker. What do you bring?
Parsley or oregano.
Oregano.
Yeah. Anyway, do you cook
Fuck no.
Yeah, me neither. man.
Iggy-
Rose cooks.
Sometimes I do help my missus with the cooking every now and then, but Chloe is the
my,
head chef.
my
Does,
advice,
does Chloe cook though?
Yeah. She's the head
Then
chef.
Rose cooks.
a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
okay, so tell me the
We both
most.
don't
Tell,
like
tell me
cooking,
tell me the most intricate dish that Rose has cooked, and then after tell me the most intricate
Fuck,
Chloe.
I don't even know, man.
Oh, you don't.
Bro, chicken pesto.
Oh, like, do you
pasta.
remember?
She
do you
doesn't
remember-
like
do-
cooking. She doesn't like
But do you
cooking.
remember a dish where you're like, oh, that's my favorite? Or maybe what's your favorite that Rose cooks?
You ever had prawn tacos?
Oh,
No, I've had
Prawn
fish tacos.
Never
Yeah,
had that in my
prawn
life.
tacos. We went to a restaurant once and they had prawn tacos, and they were delicious. And we went home and we mimicked it. Rose mimicked it, and it tasted exactly the same. It was fucking
yeah.
great. You
Yeah,
know, prawn
nice.
tacos, good.
chicken pesto pasta.
My-
Chloe
anyway,
cooks a fucking gnarly chicken pesto pasta, bro. But yeah,
My advice is just get
effort,
a
bro.
partner who cooks.
yeah.
That's my advice.
Find yourself a slave.
Don't do the cooking.
Find yourself a slave, hide him in the basement, and pay him $100 a week to cook.
All right, next one. We got 3 left.
Stealing from a cobalt mine.
How to cobalt
Cobalt mine.
Jesus.
Kick some.
powering this phone. The poor Africans mining cobalt right now.
fucked
It's
is
fucked
that?
up. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
That's fucked.
that's a story for another day. How to love family when they do you wrong.
Oh.
I can't speak too much, and I'd assume you'd be pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit different because you're a bit of a rebel when you were young. But for me, I've never had any problems with my family. I've been very grateful, very blessed my whole life. I'm very grateful for the family we have. Very Latino roots, very family orientated.
My family's very weird.
But they're not though. They're not.
Nah,
that
they are,
weird.
bro.
A
Chloe,
little bit.
bro. You
Really?
It's because we're a part of it. Like,
But you know
Chloe-
what I think though?
We're weird.
Chloe's Aussie mostly, right? Same with Rose.
They're very vanilla.
They're so
vanilla.
distant from each other.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
They eat dinner on the couch and shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
When we were growing up, it was always family dinner. We always
Aquaman!
did- Yeah,
Like,
you know.
if you went at that table, Manwile was coming out with a fucking rolling pin to fucking bat you across the head with it, bro. But it's Australian culture.
Yeah, it is. That's
You don't
what I
bash
say.
it. Like, it's just normal. Like,
It's the way they are, man.
yeah. Like, even Chloe, like, Chloe's family's weird, but Chloe, after every lunch, my Chloe be like, bro, you guys are fucking so weird. I'm like, yeah, we are. And that's where I get it from, bro. Like, it's just, the jokes that we say aren't jokes that
Yeah.
normal families
And
joke
Aussie,
about.
and Aussie
Like,
will listen and be like,
what the fuck are
they
these
just say that like,
Bro, yeah, it's insane.
Wait, they're joking about fucking Abuela fucking dying and you know, like she's fucking 60
on her
years old.
deathbed
You're not
and
even. Yeah, it's very. But we're
I mean-
so close. And the thing is, Dia, Carolina, and Danny, our cousins, first cousins, our mum's sister's kids, they're much closer and affectionate than we. Have you noticed that with mum?
yeah.
They say, I've never been able to really until recently say I love you to my mum.
Really?
I've never really done that. Like, we're not that affectionate. And mum, I feel like mum's just a bit that way.
Yeah.
Whereas I've noticed with Carolina, Danny, and like Dia will always say love you and shit. with a love, you know?
yeah.
Like, they're very affectionate. But
This is-
until recently that I'm old,
Yeah.
I've been more affectionate with mum.
But I mean, what? So the advice is to how to deal with
If
family
a family's done you wrong, see, it's hard for us because we love her.
I've had half my dad's side because of my grandma's will on his side.
Money's a problem.
She wanted
eh?
to give all of them $100,000 each. Not bad considering there's 7 of them. But
Oh.
$100,000 each. But one of them got the house because she stayed back to help Nan when everyone else got married. It's not like she put off marriage just because of Nan, but that made it harder for her to, see
do it,
people.
yeah.
So she was the last one there, taking care of it till her dying day at that same house. So they all got 100 G's. But then that lady, my auntie Alice, that helped her till she was dead, basically, she got the house also. So then my other aunties and uncles, other than my old man and a few other uncles and aunties was on my auntie's side that got the house. But a few of the greedy ones was like, no, I took it to court and whatever and said, that's unfair. Bro, motherfucker, you're getting $100,000 from your mum's death. Why? The fact you get a penny from your mum's or dad's death is a good thing in a shit situation. You shouldn't be wanting more, you fucking selfish fucks.
Wow.
But anyway,
I wanted
a few
more.
things were said to my old man who was trying to fight them and be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, don't take it to... Because the lawyers, they just want you to fight it more so they
So
give
they
you
get
more
more
money.
payday for
so
them,
they don't give a fuck. Anyway, mum went to a psychic. The psychic said in June next year, essentially she said this, paraphrasing, June next year, everything will be sorted. And then, anyway, it took a year. So from June, like 9 years ago now, the lawyers drained him from money and shit. and they ending up with the same thing, 100 grand each, and she got the house, so they wasted all that money. The result was the same. So, and a lot of things were said about my old man, my old man is a saint, best man I know, legit, hand on heart. I know it's biased, but he's like a saint, literally. Never done nothing wrong in his life. Motherfucker was a cop for 30 years, and he's just had this fucking, anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
But the shit they were saying about him, I was like, motherfuckers. And then we would...
The guy who's done nothing wrong, essentially. That's crazy.
My other uncles and aunties were just trying to say, bro, why are you being so greedy? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, and the most greedy cunts were the ones going on trips to America 4 times a year. Like, the wealthy cunts were the ones that were more greedy. Anyway.
Weird.
But so after that, it was different, right? And the family kind of parted. There was like 60, 70 people just on one side. So eventually it was like 30 at Christmas, 30 at Easter. You'd have separate Easter things. But then now you see them sometimes at a wedding. Every now and then someone will get married, and they're like, in the ethnic culture, it's like if they're blood, no matter what the situation is, you invite them because at least your conscience is clean that you've invited them. If they say no, they say no. So we'd see them at family functions, and some of my cousins on my side would be like, as in like, when I say my side, the side that was like having a quarrel against the other side, they were like, don't go talk to them, bro, what the fuck? And I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm old enough where it doesn't involve the cousins. It was a problem between the aunties and uncles. So I'll go and break bread and be like, yeah, hey, hi, be civil, give them a kiss, because at the end of the day, if you're the one reaching out and doing the right thing and being civil, why would you get any shade thrown at you for doing that? Do you know what I mean? Like, so what I'm saying is, try to, in terms of this question, how do you deal with people that have done you dirty? It's hard, man, but at the end of the day, if you feel like you can turn the other cheek and you can get over it, I feel like you should, because ultimately life is too short, bro, and people pass away earlier than expected. Every day is a fucking blessing, like 100%. I know I'm pissed right now, but I'm telling you, bro, this is facts. But like, people stay a whole lifetime mad at someone, then in the last final minutes, they probably question their regret.
Fuck with that,
fuck with that motherfucker. Because I've done it before as well. People that are stubborn, like I said, some cousins were saying, no, don't go talk to them at this wedding because blah, 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 things that happened fucking 12 years ago. This was 12 years ago, by the way, this happened. We haven't been the same since. And nor will it be, unfortunately. But every now and then, the family functions that we both are at, you got to take advantage to at least make an effort. It might not be the same effort as the people that I'm currently, the side of the family that I'm currently talking to still. Might not be that same bond, but fuck, like...
At least it's there.
Are they going to really go home and go, fuck, Joey was a bit of a cunt saying hi and being like kissing... Like, at the end of the day, they're the ones, like, if you hold that in your heart, bro, like Mark Twain once said, it was like, I'm going to fuck this up, but you can look it up, but I'm paraphrasing, I promise. Tori can attest to this as well. But like, basically what he's saying, Mark Twain, is anger affects the vessel more in which it is stored than the person to who it is poured.
Bro.
In terms of when you harbor that, those motherfuckers aren't thinking about shit, but you're like, these motherfuckers said this about my... Bro, who gives a fuck? Bro, bury the motherfucking hatchet, their family, at the end of the day, and if you're doing the right thing by yourself and what's socially considered like a normal thing to do in society, you have got the upper hand, my friend, and if you reach out, you extend the olive branch and they go, no, fuck
That's
them.
on them.
Because then you can just say, okay, because they're going to go home after you extended that olive branch and they're going to be like... Bro, Joey was really trying to, he was really trying there to make it, mend bridges. Yeah. So do it, bro, because cunts are stubborn in life. Fair enough. If you can't get over this certain thing they've done you dirty by, I don't know what the situation is. If you can't, fine, cut them out. But don't do anything more than that. But if you can find it in you, be the bigger person, swallow your pride. And my old man has taught me that more than anything in my life. Because he's just like, doesn't harbor anything. My old man, you can say shit about him. You can say everything about him. He'll try and find the good in you. And I feel like that is, because like I said, you store it in you and it just defeats you. It's poison.
That's the best advice you could have got on this topic. And I'm going to say anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You're only doing damage to yourself. Now, last
That's facts,
two.
Man.
Advice to put on weight. Someone wants to know. We got one more after this. Advice to put on weight. Iggy, take it away. You were working out for a little bit.
Don't ask me, man.
I go to the skinniest person here.
Don't ask me.
Hey, I was.
Don't ask me, man. Again, we're just
genetically
genetics,
cursed.
bro. We're just genetically small dudes, bro. So don't ask me, man.
Dad was
huge dick.
Dad
was a little bit beefy, but he was probably on roids. But
I haven't seen Dad in a while, so my memory of him is kind of hazy.
Yeah.
But what I do remember,
he wasn't skinny as us.
No, he was short.
He was going to the gym.
He
and
was
shit.
short,
Like,
but he was built.
He was fucking an angry little cunt. So
Every time we went over there, he was asleep. So I don't know much. I don't remember.
What?
But anyway. Yeah,
that's another story, bro.
We didn't have the best dad, but
Holy shit, bro! We could get into
don't
anyway,
ask me, man. Honestly, eat a lot, bro. That's all I know. Like, if you're a skinny guy like me, so I once went to like a nutritionist, and because I'm so small, that nutritionist told me, he's like, you need to be eating like 3,500 calories a day.
Just eat.
But also work out.
Yeah. No. This is not just eating. This is while working out. I was like, how the fuck am I going to do that Monday to Sunday? Do you know how much that's going to cost me, bro? That'll cost me like $500 a week, no cap.
Yeah, it's not cheap, man.
And this was back then when the cost of living wasn't as bad. Still bad in Australia. But, bruh, no way. That's why I'm waiting till this fucking trading shit blows up. Then I'll then I'll refocus on my gym and that. But for now, bro, it's out of the question. So don't ask me, man. Go to this guy. He work out, and so you.
So does DZ.
I'm someone who's been on the path. Or, I've been working out consistently for about 2 years, maybe. Consistently working out. And I've been working out on and off since I was about 16. All right, but consistently about 2 years maybe, or a year and a half. I've been working out every day, 5 days a week almost, right? And putting on weight is something I still struggle with. And I've noticed, I've had friends and people, you see them after a while and like, fucking hell, like, you've been going to the gym or what? Like, you fucking look good. And, that's a good feeling. But then when I see myself every day in the mirror and I know my potential's here. My potential's here, but I'm here. You know what I mean? I know I can get there, but appetite is a hard thing.
That's an insecurity thing because
I know my missus says
you're doing better than what you think. Because I'm one of those people that haven't seen you. Like, if I haven't seen you for a while, shoulders, cap, looking fucking juicy. Fair enough. You're not fucking Ronnie Coleman. Everyone looks up to the biggest bodybuilders. Yeah. But for your genetics, like, you're going well. So don't downplay it.
That's the other thing too. Your genetics are a big factor. I'm never gonna be as big as Joey. Yeah. I will never be as big as Joey. Because Joey,
unless you take test.
Well, obviously, if I take steroids and start eating, even though on steroids, right, I still got to eat 2 whole chickens from Woolies in a day.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
You know what I mean? And appetite for me has been my biggest downfall. I don't eat nearly enough as I should, and it's diet 80%, working out 20%. Yeah, So advice for putting on weight is eat high calorie foods and snack often. Peanuts are great. Peanuts.
High calories. You have a handful of peanuts, bro. It's like 200 calories, 150 calories, just like or more. You know what I mean? But good fats. Yeah. But also, if you're doing a diet and you're trying to put on weight, decrease your fats, increase your carbs. If you have high fats and high carbs, you're gonna get fat. Unless you're working out like a dog, like you're working
like a mule.
Yeah, but the rule of thumb is if you're trying to lose weight, less carbs, more fats, high protein. If you're trying to gain weight, little fats, high carbs, high protein. But you need to maintain that high protein for like muscle recovery and shit. That's a must. Yeah. And if you're trying to put on weight, you literally, if you're actually trying to put on weight and you want to be dedicated to it, you need to be having at least 5 meals a day. 5 to 7 meals a day.
And drink your calories.
And
it's easier than eating. If you're someone like me who struggles with appetite, blend them. Smoothies, protein water, protein drinks.
That's good advice because in the rule of thumb, right, bodybuilders always tell you wholesome food over anything that you can drink, which is true if your fucking job is a bodybuilder. But obviously, if you're working, doing whatever, right? I used to have mutant mash shakes. Not the cleanest, but they have like 3,000 calories. Like, bro, crazy. Maybe not 3,000, but like in the thousands of calories. I used to do that because like work was hard.
Yeah.
But like basically, if you want to gain weight, fucking eat more calories than you burn, but still train hard. But the calories you put in have got to be relatively healthy if you want to clean enough bulk. But yeah, honestly, fucking, you just need to eat. Like DZ said, the diet is 80%. If you can smash yourself at the gym 7 days a week, but if you're in a deficit with your calories and you're not eating enough, like in a surplus, you're not going to make. You can be in maintenance, you can be in surplus, or you can be in like fucking
No, surplus, sorry, or deficit. My bad. So, but yeah, if you want to gain weight, always be in a surplus. Get those healthy calories in. If you're trying to gain weight, low fats, high protein, high carbs, but healthy carbs. I'm not talking carbonara, like a pasta every night. I'm talking sweet potato, rice, fucking the works.
Broccoli, vegetables.
Broccoli,
all
yeah.
that shit,
Oh, yeah, veggies as well. 2 serves of fresh cheese.
Anyway, last one. I'm going to piss, but Joey can take this away. Or Iggy, you two work it out.
I've also got a couple Discord questions.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to.
Yeah.
We've been going.
okay,
We've been trudging along. But advice for people with trust issues. Okay, I'm gonna piss. One of you take it away, my friends.
Rock off.
Rock off.
Loser has to have a shot.
On 3.
Loser has a shot. Yeah.
Oh, okay, loser has a shot, but the winner goes first, as in answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
On 3 though, like that.
Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, double scissors. You have a shot, lad.
I'll get you a shot glass. Where is it?
He got me with the double scissors.
I got
All right. Fucking hell. This looks weird without it looks like you know when you wet like a duck or something and it looks weird without
Or
the
a
feathers.
cat without hair. A cat without hair.
What? Look,
Oh, that's much better.
fucking double scissors. That always works too and you got me
Always.
with it, man. Fuck.
But while Iggy's getting through that, I'll start this one
Let
off.
me go toilet. You started off. Let me
So
go
was
toilet.
it
People
how
with
to
trust
deal?
issues.
It's how to
Trust
deal.
Fucking
issues.
enormous. It's ginormous.
That is a big shot.
That's way bigger than the other one. No, I'm going toilet first, you fuckwit. Hold on.
Anyway, Joey, kick us off.
Okay, so how to
Advice
deal
with trust issues. Yeah, how do you
if you've got
improve?
trust issues.
Yeah, how do you improve on that?
Okay, man. Well, I can't speak on trust issues in this current relationship, but in my past relationships, like I wasn't the best to deal with it, but I think I still have advice on it. So this isn't something that I've practiced in the past, but it's something I've learned by being with someone that doesn't really present me with a reason to be like having trust issues. But I feel like at the end of the day, right, I know this is like a bit blunt and a bit like, oh, okay, whatever. But like if someone is going to do you dirty, they're going to do you dirty.
They're going to do you dirty.
They're going to do you
Fucking
dirty.
oath, yeah.
So like I feel like you need to know within yourself if you're a good enough person,
Judge
you're
of
worth
character.
it, right? It's like if you're giving someone your everything and you're like, this is me, like you're raw to them, your partner, you're like, this is me, we're having these good moments together, we're sharing these. If they fuck you over, that's more of a representation of them than it is on you. The person that gets cheated on is not shamed. The person that cheats is like, you fucking dumb cunt. You know what I mean? So I guess it's about, because you can't control what someone else is going to do to you. You can be that crazy motherfucker that has everyone's passwords and be like, oh, fucking see if he's inboxing this bird or this, or see what he's doing if he's swiped at fucking Cleopatra's brothel house, or if he's fucking this and that. Yeah, legit, like, or like bank statements and if he's been to the strippers or whatever. But at the end of the day, if someone's going to be a piece of shit, they're going to be a piece of shit. And then you're better off. You know what I mean? Because then it's that thing where you're worrying about what someone else is going to do to you, but it's out of your control.
That's it.
It's out of your control, and it's just about accepting the fact that it's possible. It's possible, man. People are married for 20 years and people have affairs. That's the scary thing also, bro. That's something I've come to try to come to terms with. I'm like, fuck, but no one's safe. Like, people are safe, but no one's safe. Like, you hear stories where you're like, how long are they married? 20 years. He was having an affair for 6 months. You're like, oh, they got kids. They got this.
Ronald, really?
Ronald,
God.
who mowed the lawn every morning and waved to me like,
Yeah.
hey, kids. But like, you just got to accept that, be comfortable enough to know that you're worth better than, like, what you have to offer in this life and to anyone else is kind of better than if someone fucks you over. That's, yeah, like I said,
That's on them.
shame them. Like, a shame that it happened to a good person, but more fool them. You know what I mean? Because you're eventually going to meet someone that's, if anyone fucks you over, that does treat you good. So just stay true to yourself and try to just accept the fact that, just give in to the fact that
you can't control what everyone else does, but you can control what you bring to the table.
Yeah, how you react.
How you react and what you bring to a table in any relationship.
Iggy,
Boom.
advice for people with trust issues. How to overcome trust issues.
And if you're going to listen to any advice, it's this one now.
This is the advice that you have to listen
the giant
to.
hot dog.
Just remember
give it.
PayPal link down below.
Patreon.
What was the question?
How do you deal with trust issues? If you have trust issues,
man.
how do you deal with it, man?
Overcome. Fuck, I am getting tipsy.
Yeah, I'm fucking barked. Anyway,
yeah, let's go.
Okay, it's hard for me to answer because I don't. If anything, I feel like I trust too much. You know what I mean? And it's hard for me. I don't like answering questions that I don't like understand. That's why I don't like personally answering questions like about anxiety and depression and stuff because I've never
experienced it.
I've never experienced this. I don't want to, like I know when it comes to like the facts and that, half of the shit I'm talking is fucking garbage. But it's just it's just because we're just average dudes talking about things that we've read or things that we've heard or things that we've seen. That's all this is. I'm not a fucking scientist. You know what I mean? But when it comes to things about people's feelings, I don't know what I could not tell. You know when people literally say with anxiety, it's like a feeling in your chest and that? I've never felt that.
I have.
That is no cap, bro. Like I've never felt it. I don't know what it feels like. I can't tell you what it feels like and I can't help you because I've never felt it. I've never once in my life thought about things that haven't happened because like I've never once in my life got that heavy feeling in the chest and like when you're out in public you start to like panic. I've never had that. So it's the same with trust issues. I've never had trust issues. All my relationships I feel like in the past have been good. Like even with girls that I've broken up with in the past leading up to finding my beautiful missus now, we never there was never breakups that were in bad blood. It was always this kind of like okay.
Mutual.
So you've never had someone make you distrust them?
Nah, I've never had. There's obviously been bad breakups where it's like, okay, like why has she just like, why did she not tell me this and this and this? But I was never like, because of that, because of her, I'm not going to trust for the rest of my life.
But that must mean that you're comfortable enough in yourself as well, to not have trust issues, because it's not just about the people that do you dirty. Sometimes it's the insecurities you feel within yourself that make you have trust issues. So you might not have experienced someone that fucked you over, but if you feel like you're not worthy or you feel like you're less than, you would maybe feel like paint a narrative in your head that this person's going to leave me for someone better because you don't believe in your heart that you're worthy. So say you meet someone and you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be trust issues. It doesn't have to be something that stems from what someone else does, but it's from self-worth, bro. You need that. Self-worth, motherfucker.
I guess the advice is, man, just if you're really in a situation where you're like thinking like, fuck, why doesn't I don't trust this guy, I don't trust this guy, I don't trust this guy. Maybe you're just hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe
yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You have to, like a big thing in life. It's like also like, bro, all successful people say like, if you're not hanging around other successful people,
I know what you're trying to say.
You're never going to be successful, bro.
If you're hanging around 4 millionaires, you're likely to be the 5th millionaire.
Exactly right, bro. So
you're hanging around 5 scumbags, you're going to be the 6th fucking scumbag.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like Andrew Tate said, like, you got your group of friends, right? And how many times have you and your mates sat there and gone, okay, how are we going to make money? How can we make money? How can we fucking trust this guy? How can we want to go get into this? How are we going to do that? We want to make a soccer team. How do we go about that?
Just do it.
More than likely not once. Because you're all fucking bums.
Just do it. If you really want to, what I mean? You will do it. It'll happen. If you're hanging around bums and they're going to be a bum. Do it, they'll talk about it. They won't do it.
If you're hanging around people you don't fucking trust, because they're probably untrustworthy fucking people.
Yeah.
Like, but in saying that too, it could also be insecurities you deal with within yourself, so it's hard to tell.
It's hard to know when we don't know the actual situation.
Exactly right.
But it's up to you. It's up to you to like make
how you react.
Yeah.
All right, we've been going on for 2 hours and 56 minutes according to this. We had a 20-minute break, but I did do an Instagram poll. I said, What is one thing you wish you could change or improve about yourself? We'll go through this rapid fire.
My pussy.
Rapid fire.
I've still got Discord too, so.
All right, well, yeah, that's why I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. This is going to be a long episode. If you're still here.
Bro, just let it ride, man.
Thank you. I know. We might split it up into 2.
No.
But I'm just saying.
This is a special, boys. It's a special.
Episode 60.
I need to have the shot
If you've been rocking with us, thank you. Friendly Fire's about to go get a shot right now.
No, I've got it here. Oh, that's going to fuck me.
What's one thing you wish you could change / improve in yourself? That's what I posted on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, DZ_TJM. Thank you for all the responses as always. Oz Collective says music. Advice for someone to improve in music. Friendly Fire, take it away.
Yeah, no, we did already touch on that. Just
keep going. Practice in private. Don't spend $100,000 on a fucking rented Lamborghini and shoot a music video when you're still dog shit. Have some self-awareness, compare yourself, get good, and then do those things.
Keep practicing, bro. Like we touched before, when we mean by practice is practice for years. Don't practice for a week and then go, and then don't blow a month's wage on a studio session when you've only been practicing for a month. Practice, bro.
Iggy and I... All right, this is what I'll say. Iggy and I still haven't done the big budget, huge music video that we have in our heads.
Yeah.
Of course, we have these ideas and things we want to do, but we know the level we're at. And when the time comes, it'll fall into place.
Exactly right.
Carl Whitehill says...
Shout out you, bro.
Resident Fisherman says, I wish I didn't have to rely on weed to calm me down in a long day after a long day's work.
Ooh. Sorry, 1 second. Did we not answer the other fucking question that was just...
What question?
Wasn't it? How do you get better? Like
this is a disaster, bro.
If it was one thing you can improve about yourself.
The question was from Carl Whitehill, everyone's favorite fisherman. He says, how to rely on weed less. I was a heavy weed smoker for a while. Joey, I know, enjoys a little bit of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
So please take it away, my friend. How do you rely on weed less after a hard day's work?
I feel like it is hard because I struggle with it even to this day. But I feel like, I'm not going to lie, if it wasn't for me having a missus, it'd be harder. But because I have a missus that isn't so into that, and she motivates me to just be better and not rely on any external substance so much.
The women are good, man.
Yeah, every strong man has a strong woman behind him.
Yeah, they do whip you into place better than if I was single. But with the help of a support system, whether it's your family or a partner or whatever, I feel like you just got to make it seem like more of a treat. Because like anything, you can abuse the pokies, you can abuse eating Maccas or shit food. If you have too much of something, you appreciate it less. So I feel like what I'm saying is you need to have it like a treat. So when you get to the end of the week on a Friday night, when you finished a full week's work, right, you can have it then. Or on a Saturday, all right? Maybe not on a Sunday, but if you go into on a Sunday. But just try and keep it within the confines of that construct that you develop. You know what I mean? It is hard. It's easier said than done. I'm still battling with this today. I'm getting better, but I'm still battling with it today. But I feel like you have to have it more of as a treat because you're not going to appreciate it. And weed carries on the next day. If you smoke after 6 p.m., you're staying up till at least 10 or 11.
Yeah.
When you go to sleep at 11, you skip the REM sleep, which is the natural stages of sleep, and you just pass out. When you just pass out, that doesn't mean you're actually getting quality sleep. People mistake that.
You're time traveling.
Yeah, you're skipping you're literally passing out. But you wake up and you're dusting off the cobwebs. You might get to work. You might get to work 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late. That still looks bad on the boss's clock, right? And then you're not really the same. Everyone thinks they're optimal when they smoke regularly, but they think they're optimal because they're used to it. You're probably about a 20% hindrance, I reckon.
Yeah.
So
it goes back to...
That was good advice.
If you're going through the forest, you can't see the end of the forest, but can you see your next step? Yes. So just take it one day at a time. Anyway, we got a few of these, so I'm trying to chop through them.
Really, we got more. Holy, thank you.
So if you don't remember, the question was something you could wish you could change about yourself or improve on in yourself. Holloway says, be more friendly to strangers. I always want to punch someone when they look at me. You get that at the gym. You know, at the gym, you walk in the gym, right? You're the newest addition to the gym session, and all the men, they just look at you.
Yeah.
And they keep that gaze, and you're like, what is this cunt looking at? What are you fucking looking at? But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to improve on that too, like smiling at strangers, because it gives when I get a smile from a stranger, I'm like, wow, I love when people are nice. Like it lifts you up, you know. So I want to be that for other people. So smile at strangers, be kind, say please, thank you, the basics, all that shit. You know what it is. What about you? You're a pretty open guy. What do you think? Strangers. Are you kind to strangers? Do you smile at strangers?
Yeah, so what was the question? How do we be kind?
How to be more, like Holloway wishes he could be more kind to strangers. Every time someone looks at him, he feels like they're malicious. So what's your advice for being more kind to strangers?
No, just, you know, just like... again,
Quickly.
It all just leads to fucking be the bigger person.
Most people have good intentions.
Most people have good intentions, but then again, the few people you encounter that don't, just remember that you're probably living a better life than them. They're miserable. They're sad. They're this. And it's not because they're miserable because of situations they've been put in. That's their fucking choice. These motherfuckers are still living in, they've got a roof on their head. They still have dinner every night. They've still got a loving family. They're just choosing to be a fuckwit.
Yeah, that's
just,
very true.
You know what I mean? Just be the bigger person. Like, fair enough if you were born on the streets of fucking New York and you fucking homeless and your parents are crack addicts New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can do. I want in New York.
Proceed.
Anyway,
Rose says Penrith where? Mulgall Road, right? You said.
Yeah, give her the address. It's 2/
on the podcast, you get swatted and shit. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Don't fucking say the address, man.
Mulgall Road.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say Mulgall. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
123 Fake Street.
I misspelled Mulgall. She knows them.
Just be a bigger person, man.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you know what I mean? They're probably like different story. If both your parents are crack addicts, you fucking grown up on the streets, hustling for food, hustling for money, you got no job, and then fair enough if you're a fuckwit by age 30. Okay.
You're a fuckwit, maybe.
Different story. He grew up rough. But half you motherfuckers are fucking growing up in fucking white families with a roof on your head and dinner on the plate every night. And you still got to work being a fucking grumpy cunt. It's like, get over yourself, mate.
And the energy you give out is what you'll attract.
Yeah,
so just be nice to a stranger because, like,
what
at the
you
end of
put
the day,
out, what you get back.
Get over yourself,
don't
man.
be a sour cunt.
Shako says, be more patient and respect others.
That's facts,
so that's kind of similar to what we just answered.
Facts,
you know, just realize that most people have good intentions. Like, I always wonder, right? You see on the news, everything gets blown out of proportion. It seems like so many people support this idea that's ridiculous. But then in real life, it's like most people don't support that kind of ridiculous shit. You know, just most people have good intentions and know right from wrong. So just, you know, be respectful, be kind, try to smile at people.
By the way, we do apologize if we do sound like we're rushing. It's just because we didn't me and Joey have a fucking dinner in an hour and we've been here for like 4 hours at my house. So we do apologize. If it feels like we're rushing, we're sorry, but we're just, me and Joey have fucking plans tonight.
We're trying to chug through this, man. We've been here a minute. Shako says, my fitness. Advice for fitness.
Oh.
Take it away, Joey.
Yeah.
Advice for fitness, shit. Just stay. It's such a vague, like, depends what you're after. If you're after cardio endurance, I guess go for more walks and runs, or go on the stepper machine or the treadmill, or fitness in general, muscle. Just try to go to the gym consistently, or minimum 3 times a week, or just get moving in general. People think when I say go to the gym, you just got to get under a bench press or fucking do a squat. Do Pilates, do yoga. Hot yoga, especially. Hot yoga is amazing.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Try to get your body moving in different ways. As I've aged and I've got a bit older, I've realized it's not just about, you can't be a one-trick pony and just lift weights your whole life. It'll just get you more, your muscles are more contracted, you have less movement and agility in your body. And at the end of the day, it's about sustainability. You know what I mean? At the end of you need a... That's my ad-lib. Wait, that's my ad-lib.
That's Joey's ad-lib.
Yeah, that's my ad-lib. But like, just, overall functionability and sustainability of a body.
get moving more than you are not moving, but also enjoy your time off. Enjoy your weekends when you don't train. If you train Monday to Friday, mad. Saturday, Sunday, kick back, relax.
Enjoy your days off.
Because if you abuse it and you do too much of it, you'll end up hating it. So fitness, just make better choices. 80% diet. Remember that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Anyone can go into the gym and lift a fucking dumbbell, but it's about not having that extra piece of cheesecake when you know you don't deserve it, but also enjoy a hot lava cake from fucking Domino's on the weekend. Enjoy whatever. But just try to, you know yourself when you're putting in that work. You know what I mean? You can't lie to yourself. So all in all, if you're trying to work on your fitness, try to train as much as you can during the week within reason, whatever your schedule is, and make better choices eating wise, but also enjoy, your junk food.
You do.
But yeah, anything in moderation.
Shako says, how I treat people. And the biggest thing for treating people better is treat others how you want to be treated. Yeah. It's shit because when you give advice, right, it's always so cliche and so vague.
It's all the same shit, bro.
But that's because it's the realest shit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
You hear successful people going, oh, work hard, wake up early, go to bed early, treat people nice, go to the gym, eat good. You hear the same shit from when you're a kid to now. It's because that's the fucking keys to success, bro.
That's the shit that works.
That's the formula. And you motherfuckers ignore it because you're so stubborn and you can't get over yourselves. You just don't realize that, bro, success is so fucking simple. It is so simple. And you guys just choose to ignore it because you guys think you are more important than the bigger picture, but you are not. Bro, if you want to treat someone better, think about how you want to be treated. And then treat that person that way. And I can guarantee you will be a likable person. I guarantee you won't have as much anxiety. I guarantee you won't feel depressed because you treat people the way you want to be treated. And then those people are going to go, fuck, he's all right. You know what I mean? But no, you guys think you have this fucking ego that you are so important, but no one gives a fuck, bro. Just be yourself and treat people with respect and be nice, and you watch your life change, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's bro. Fact. It's not fucking hard, and you make it so hard, bro. You make it so hard for no reason. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because you're just making it hard for you. But for me, I'm fucking eating good, baby. I'm juicy pussies, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
You're a fucking hot dog, motherfucker.
I'm a hot dog with mustard on me, bro. I don't give a fuck. But you're making
it. You know, like, Iggy's got that cranksky. He ain't got that little fucking party Frankfurt.
You know what I mean?
That cranksky.
But you make it so hard for no fucking reason. And I know it's hard because we're living in a world where there's so much negativity and so much going on. But you just need to learn to tune it out, bro. It's like fucking so many people say you're in control of your brain. Don't let your brain control you. Your brain's that little bitch. But your soul, that's the man. That's the guy that wants to fucking persevere, bro. But you let your brain go, he looked at me wrong at the gym, so I'm going to fucking death stare him back.
Yeah. Fuck
like,
that.
What?
Easier said than done,
like,
but he's right. He is right.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, fucking wake the fuck up, bro. Wake up, babies. Wake up.
Let's go.
Oz Collective says, my determination to go to the gym, kind of what we've already covered.
We've been touching on that. Just
do it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because you always feel better after you do it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But I chase that feeling because I sometimes sit in the gym car park and look at the gym from afar and I'm like,
am I really going
here?
today?
Am I going to be a bodybuilder? Like, why do I care about this? But because it's like that therapy I was talking about earlier, like it's not just the mental, it's the physical therapy. Because when you feel good, when you just train shoulders and you get out of the shower and the downlights are dimming and you're like, you just, before you dry yourself,
you look
and the water droplets are like still on your shoulders and you're like, oh, I still got
Can I ask you, what's your least favorite to train? For me,
dick.
It's shoulders, bro.
No, that's my favorite to train. Dick's my favorite to train. No, shoulders.
I don't like shoulders, man. It's hard. It's hard. It goes shoulders the bottom.
Back. I love the shoulders, bro.
I like back. The feeling after back is mad. You know, the next couple of days after back, and you're doing this, and you feel the pain.
It's weird. I don't have a muscle group that I'm like, oh, fuck this. But if I did, it'd be legs because it's tough. It's just so tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I like doing it because I know it's essential. There's nothing worse than when you see a guy who's got
massive upper body.
And I can drop a few names. No. But like legit, I can. there's nothing cringier, bro, when you see a guy and he's jabbing gear. He's not jabbing gear, right? And they're like, yeah, man, I'm like fucking like they're the guys at Stereo where you'll see with the skinny, but then they got no legs.
No
like,
legs.
bitch, shut the fuck up, right? You're at the gym training something that fucking kids could do at Luna Park, right? When you're like, you're not even training legs. Legs distinguishes the men from the fucking mice. You motherfuckers,
facts.
skinny legs. I'm taking fucking shots at all you motherfuckers. You cunts with quads the size of your calves, get out of here. Other than DZ. Sorry. No, but I know DZ, you put in the work.
I try.
I'm saying I see cunts, and this is referring to the cunts that I was just mentioned. They never train legs.
I know.
Never.
I can name a couple.
No, but never. At least put in the hard yards.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you put in the work and I see you put in the work, fair enough. But there's cunts there.
You'll know too. You'll know someone who trains legs and someone who doesn't. Even if they're someone who trains legs, they still have kind of small legs. You can see that they're fucking trying.
I'll tell you why, because they're more humble as well.
Fucking oath.
People that don't train legs don't know what it takes to just go through a grueling leg session and actually put in work, because legs, as you know, you're on your legs all fucking day. This is facts. You need to train your legs harder than any other muscle group because you're on those bad boys all day. So you need to fucking train them hard. So people that don't try, at least try. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
We have one more. The last,
and then 2 more questions on Discord.
The last one, and then
Come
2
on,
critical questions.
Go.
Someone asked how to stay warm. I prefer winter
Put on a
over
fucking
summer.
jumper!
Yeah.
At school camp when they used to make us...
Only got a few
Discord.
fucking questions. So M16, shout out you, one of my mods, bro.
Best man.
One of my fucking mods.
Song coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
M16.
I trust them with my life. So there's 3 questions in one. He says, how to pick up men for all of yous. If you were 18 again, what would you do different? Tips.
Many things.
So that includes with tips with a young bloke and money advice. Okay. How to pick up men, just suck dick good.
Yeah, pretty much. Men are easier than women.
Anything I'd do different when I was 18? No, because it made me the man that I am today.
Of course. Cliche,
even though
but
there is,
true.
of course, there's stuff that I regret, but people need to understand especially with success, you need to make mistakes and fail before you become successful. You don't just, no one in the history of Earth is just successful. No.
Yeah.
You fuck up first, and then you go, you learn from that, and then you don't do it again.
And you're not your past actions. You're the
Exactly
person
right.
you are today.
And, bro, man, money advice, bro.
Trade.
Learn to trade. Trade. If you can't, YouTube videos, Discord, Reddit, articles, forums, bro, Twitter, fucking, bro, Instagram. Learn shit to do with trading. Even if you got no idea what the fucking guy is saying,
Learn what a candle is.
learn what a fucking candle is. Learn what it means
Bro.
when price action's at the top.
Listen.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna change your life, because I can guarantee you, motherfuckers, by the end of this year, I'm not gonna be working, and you're all gonna be asking me
How to do it.
FriendlyFire.
Can I give you money and
Bro,
you do it for
how
me?
did you do this? How did you do that? I've been fucking sharing this shit on my fucking Instagram stories for the past fucking 3 months, and no one gives a fuck. But I can guarantee you, by the end of the year, when you're all asking me how to do it, I'm gonna just be like, man, I'm gonna be smoking my cigar on the fucking porch of Bondi. I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't want to show you, mum.
Listen.
Like, you know what I mean?
It sounds too good to be true.
But it's not.
But
bro.
it's not.
I'm
Believe me,
doing it. I'm doing it, bro.
I was talking about this yesterday with my missus. I know 2 people in my life, him being one of them, that are doing this, and I'm seeing it with my own fucking eyes, and I know what to do. I know how to trade. I know the fundamentals.
This guy's next, bro.
But it's not too good to be true. It takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of energy to learn what a candlestick is, to learn what a high and a low is, to learn what, a fucking short and a long is. To learn this stuff, to learn what a forex pair is. It takes a little bit of energy. But it's like anything, and it's not too good to be true. Trust me, man. It's what these big banks are doing. It's what these millionaires are doing. It's what people are doing. It is literally as simple as, I buy this when it's worth this much. 2 days later, It's worth this
And you
much,
sell
and
it.
I sell it there.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's more
all it
intricate.
is.
Yeah, but it's not all it is, right? That's all it is. But
You have to understand it.
Yeah.
So
But
obviously
at the fundamental.
obviously don't go into it like me, for example. I don't know nothing about trading. They can talk all day about trading, and I'm like, yeah, mad fairy tale, right? But you have to put in the work. So you know yourself, like Iggy said with, and DZ has touched on before with the wrapping stuff, where they make underground shit for 2 years. Do small trades. Iggy's been saying for
Paper
ages.
trade.
For
Do
months.
$2 trades.
For months.
Do
Paper
$2
trade.
Yeah, lose $4 or lose whatever. But you kind of, when you kind of got your footing, I guess, when you make momentum like you guys have, right? Especially Iggy lately.
Bro.
But then you start betting bigger once you know your fucking, like, what's out there, you know what I mean? And you get more
Bro.
accustomed to what's
It's a high barrier to entry. It
Yeah.
is a lot of learning.
Yes. Bro, put it this way, right? Bro, 4 months ago, when I was uploading on my story, when I was doing literally $5 trades, $5 trades, right? One of my mates messaged me and goes, bro, what are you going to do with $5? Last night when I made fucking $450,
no flex.
no response, no message. Nothing. Acting, you know what I mean? And I know you've seen the story, because I can see that you've seen it. You know what I mean? It's not too good to be true. I lived my whole life thinking it's too good to be true because that's what I was taught. It's fucking not, bro. I'm watching fucking 22-year-olds buy fucking their third Lamborghini like it's nothing. And of course, at first, you're going to go, what the fuck is this guy doing? This is a scam. This is bullshit. He's just trying to sell me some fucking course. Bro, no. Bro, all it is you gotta fucking put the effort in and you will fucking learn this shit, bro. But again, you cunts are so fucking lazy. You just want everything to fall in your lap. I've been learning this shit for the past fucking 6 months. 6 months. And now finally, I'm making fucking $400 trades and everyone's going, oh, bro, how'd you do that? Here you go, mate. Watch this video, this video, this video, this video, and then come message me again. No one ever responds after that message because they're too lazy to even watch a fucking YouTube video. That's all I got to say, bro.
It comes down to, man, putting in the effort and the time and the energy.
Yeah. And the last question we have, which will all go one each. Shout out to you, Zexa. I just wanted to be happy. How can you deal with people that use you for money? I have a bad habit of helping people with money and it all falls back on me. I'm a nice guy, but I feel like I get taken advantage of.
Join the club, man. I feel like that.
Say it again. Repeat that.
So I just want to be happy, which might tie in this stress levels. I just want to be happy. How do you deal with people that use you for money? I have a bad habit of helping people. And it all falls back on me. I'm a nice guy, but I feel like I get taken advantage of.
You have to be a better judge of character, man. You have to understand if someone is really trying to use you or they really need your help. And I've never given anyone money because I've never been in a position to give anyone money. No one's ever asked me. But you should kind of understand whether someone you're speaking to or someone who brings up this situation to you has good intentions or not. You know, don't give money to every average Joe that messages you. Don't be afraid to say no, I guess is what it comes down to. Someone you know and you feel like, well, I'm not in a position to give them money. Don't give them money. And you got to be honest. What it comes down to is being 100% honest always in your life. And you'll be fine. Because you know you've always done your best. You've done what you can. Just be 100% honest with everyone you meet. And that comes to money too. Say, look, I can't really give you money right now because I'm trying to fucking take care of myself. I'm not in a position to give money.
You know
That's it, man. Just be honest with yourself and with others.
Put it this way, right? So this month, you know, I've made over $1,400 this month trading. Do you think I'm going to give some cunt money if you ask me? Fuck no.
What if I asked you?
Oh, well, different story. But you know what I mean? Fuck no. I'm trying to work on my fucking self. Maybe when I make 10 grand in a month, different story. I'll fucking feed every cunt. But at the moment, when I've got nothing myself, why would I then try to help every other cunt straight away? If you, like, you know what I mean? First of all, if you've got nothing, why are you giving every other cunt something? And I know there's going to be people that say, yeah, but be humble, help people, this, that. Now, fuck them. Bro, fuck them. If you need to take care of yourself first, bro. Yourself first. And people don't teach that because everyone's too busy trying to, you know, all this social media clout. You look after yourself. Oh, but that guy's got only $5, but I've only got $20, so I'm going to give him 10. Nah, fuck that cunt. I don't give a fuck. Different story. There's people out there in the world that are born into their struggles. That's a different story. That's a complete different story. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about where every single one of us in Western Sydney has a roof on our head. Every single one of us has dinner on the table when we get home. Every single one of us has fucking, you know, people that are helping us look after ourselves and that. So take care of yourself, get yourself sorted out, and then help everyone else. You know, like, am I wrong to say that?
No.
Or what? Like,
no, you're not. But there's also exceptions of people that are close enough to you where you know it's going to be reciprocated, and you don't do good deeds like help people out just for the sole purpose of it being reciprocated. You do it because you're close to that person, you care about them, and you know that it's for a good reason. If they just want extra $50 for a bag, go fuck themselves. But if they're stranded in the city, they have no money for an Uber. Yeah, you're like, I'll pay for your Uber. But then again, there's people out there that take, and they don't give.
You don't
exactly.
give.
But not. Hold on. Sorry to interrupt. But in saying that too, just remember, I don't have $50 for an Uber. Yeah, but do you though?
Yeah. There's also people like that.
Do you though? Yeah. You got to the city. You fucking spent money on drinks in a bag. Yeah. You got club entry, and now all of a sudden you don't have the Uber home.
Yeah, people could become very selective. With
just remember that. So sorry to interrupt, but remember that.
But in short, just the people that you know would do the same for you as you're doing for them. So if you find yourself always extending yourself and being that person that always goes, here you go, here you go, here you go, and you're not getting anything back, that's a clear sign to maybe remove yourself from that situation and just be like, you know what? I'm still going to be a friend, but maybe next time you ask for money, I'll say, listen, I have this to pay for. You don't have to justify it. Just say, listen, man, I'm a bit tight as well with money.
I'm not in a position to give you
if some people really do appreciate it and go, you know what, man, if you've helped me out with an Uber 3 weeks ago,
I'll give you a little bit.
If we're out, I'll give you a drink. Or, hey, this round's on me.
Yeah.
And then you notice that. You notice when they reciprocate, and you're more likely to help them out in the future. Just don't be that. Don't be always the nail. You know what I mean? There's a nail in the hammer.
Yeah.
Some people always just prescribe to that narrative and be like, I'm always just getting fucked by everyone.
Yeah.
No one's helping me out. So just take note, take mental note, and And like you said, you got a close group of mates. We got a pretty big group of friends where I'm sure everyone would help everyone out. But there are some people in certain groups that wouldn't as much as others.
Yeah.
And you got to really just be true to yourself and just be like, listen, I know that I'm doing too much for these people, no matter how close they are. You know what I mean?
And with that,
boys,
that is episode 60.
I'm curious to see how long this went for.
Because the other one was well over 2 hours, and
the other one was 3 hours.
And you know
this is 50 minutes, man.
When DZ's holding the mic like he is right now, we went in with a bang.
Our ride is around the corner. That's
Hey, going back to the rocket launch off, you really could say we took off.
Man.
What time do we start?
I don't even know. We've been here for
a while.
Even my missus messaged and she was like,
my missus,
are you ready?
So he's like, are you coming to mine? Or I'm like, yeah, we're coming soon, man.
Anyway, episode 60. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. TripJacketApparel.com,
boys.
DZ_TJM on Instagram, FriendlyFire.TJM on Instagram, JK Electrical on Instagram, Joey Khalifa on Instagram.
This episode was brought to you by the FireCast, brought to you by a hot dog, an astronaut, and Mr. Mario.
Check out my movie on April 4th.
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers movie. Check out Friendly Fire's new song Control. Out now, all platforms, bitch.
Fuck yeah.
This is the full team.
Tomorrow, DZ_FiM16.
Yes, tomorrow, bro.
On the reel, tomorrow.
Hey, if you want lyrics, lyrics, man, keep up with those lyrics. Don't just be one of those people that just look for the beat, although the beat's probably going to be fat as well.
If your light bulb has died, hit up JK Electrical. This man will do your electrical work for you.
Anything.
Whatever you need.
Thank you very much. We're joined here by all the members of FireCast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Cheers.